basically questioning my integrity.
When you think that you know what the right decision is, you have to act on it.
What does Willie need to do? He needs to get out of here.
I'm Irish, we're stubborn.
Wonderful advantage, not making the playoffs 4 years in a row.
The fucking Montreal Canadiens, they're gonna come back from 3-1 down, up 1-0, up 2-1, up 3-2 to lose Game 6 and Game 7. Why every single fucking year? Not again! Not again! Not again!
Time has come to say goodbye.
Fucking Brad Marchand, you fucking asshole! Every year! Every year!
This guy's such an idiot here. What's that? He's always been like this.
It happened again! It happened again! Game 7, Toronto! Fuck!
Hello, Canada and hockey fans, United States and Newfoundland. Good evening, everybody. Danny Gallup around with the nervous of a cozy and beautiful broadcast box.
Well, Leaf fans and Montreal Canadian fans, it's hockey night in Canada, Saturday night, baby. And Les Habitants and the Buds are due for another matchup. We are on the road here in Montreal. Hockey night in Canada, 7 p.m. start time. And ladies and gentlemen, both these teams are in a rough spot right now. The Montreal Canadiens, they started off the year pretty damn good, but 1-4-2 in their last 7. Same thing with the Toronto Maple Leafs. 1 win, 4 regulation losses, and 2 overtime losses, man. The Leafs haven't won a game in regulation in 7 freaking games. 1 overtime win over those 7 losses. And the Montreal Canadiens, they've lost like, what, 4 in a row? 5 in a row? Something like that, right? Both teams had a winning streak before this extended losing streak happens. But tonight, there's going to have to be one team that gets out of it and another team where the pain continues, man. Who's going to break the losing streak and who's going to continue the losing? How's it going, everyone? Good to see you all here tonight. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick for some Saturday night hockey, ladies and gentlemen. And the Toronto Maple Leafs still injured to all hell right now. No Matt Nyes, no Austin Matthews, no Chris Tanev, no Brendan Carlo, no Anthony Stolars, no Nicholas Waugh. 6 players all injured, and the Toronto Maple Leaf management keep on doing what they always do, telling us that it's a day-to-day injury. I promise you, man, Austin Matthews is going to be gone until the Olympics. Maybe he plays like another game or 2 at the end of December. You know, he comes back, he re-aggravates an injury, says, oh, I tried, and then sits out till like February. Then he comes back, tells us all that he was playing in the Olympics with an injury, and since the Toronto Maple Leafs will not be in a playoff spot, they'll just shut him down for the whole year. I promise you, Austin Matthews is going to play like less than 10 more games in the regular season for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year, man. It's just the way it is. It's been a brutal season for Toronto, and here tonight, I'm actually excited to watch the Montreal Canadiens. You know, a young team, Nick Suzuki, Caulfields. They were having a great start to the year, but like I said, they've been struggling recently as well, right? So what kind of game are we going to have here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Let's take a look around the NHL, see what some of the standings look like, shall we? So, you know what, let me just go full screen right here. Let me get rid of the banner so you guys can see everything. So, the Detroit Red Wings still at the top. That's good. You know what, the Atlantic's been so weird. I think the best team to start was Detroit after their first loss of the year. Then it turned to Montreal. Detroit cooled down a little bit. Then it turned to Boston as they went on their 8-in-a-row winning streak. They've won 1, but 7-3 in their last 10. And so, Detroit up there, Boston up there. Look how far Montreal has dropped down the standings, man. With a record of 10-7-3, the East, 20 games in, is still all over the place. You go on a losing streak for more than 3 games, you're at the bottom of the table. You start winning, like if the Toronto Maple Leafs could win 5 in a row, 14, 9, and 3, right? They all of a sudden get up there to what? In the top 3 for the Atlantic? So I don't know what to make of this. We're at the quarter-way mark of the season and still all over the place, man. Detroit, Boston, Tampa Bay, Carolina, they're looking like a good team. New Jersey, they've lost 2 in a row. The Islanders, I think the Islanders are the biggest surprise, man, for the East this year. No one thinking that they were going to be good, but Matthew Schaefer, a little bit of a superstar, some youthful impact by a superstar, changing the entire team's dynamic. I like it. Matthew Schaefer in the Olympics, and we're going to be building Team Canada in the second intermission today, ladies and gentlemen, so I might have to select them. Columbus Blue Jackets, they just beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pittsburgh, they were another team that had a good start. They still have a good record, but 3-4-3 in their last 10. Got to get on top of things. Ottawa, only 2 regulation losses in their last 10. Ottawa's looking good, but look at that, 10-6-4, and they're out of a playoff spot. The East right now is crazy. Washington, Philadelphia, Washington's won 3 in a row. Florida, they'll be fine, unless the injury bug hits them, but the perfect storm could really hurt them as well. Montreal, New York just cannot score. Hang on a second, I gotta see this. Entire league, goals for, the worst goals for per team, per game. The New York Rangers, 56 goals for. Oh my God. Nashville has only scored 49 goals this year. That is brutality, man. That is absolute brutality. And the Buffalo Sabres, the one thing that you can guarantee in the East, the Buffalo Sabres are going to have a shitty year. Over to the West, my God, man, the Colorado Avalanche, 1 regulation loss in 20 games so far. They are the team to win. 9-0-1 in their last 10. They've won 7 in a row. Unbelievable, man. Look at this. Friggin' Dallas Stars with a record of 13-5-3 are 4 points behind number 1 with an extra game played. Colorado is just cooking right now. Minnesota, they pulled themselves back up, 8-1-1 in their last 10. Anaheim still there. Vegas could have actually a much better record. 6 overtime losses already, right? Let's say they get 3-3 there. They're 13-4-3 or so. Vegas's record is a little bit deceptive. They're looking good. LA, they're going to be there. The Kraken, I think the Kraken made the playoffs in their very first year, right? So are they bouncing back this season? Winnipeg Jets, that's a lot of regulation losses so far for Winnipeg. 20 games in, almost half of them you've lost in regulation. Winnipeg, they don't like that. Chicago, that's a great record for Chicago. Given the fact where they've been the last 2 years, awesome. Utah, back down to earth, 2-5-3 in their last 10. San Jose, 7 wins in their last 10. People are throwing around crazy fucking titles saying Macklin Celebrini the best player in the league right now. Listen, I can appreciate how good he's playing. He ain't better than my boy Nate McKinnon. What the hell are you guys talking about, man? But Macklin looking good. Edmonton, just like the Toronto Maple Leafs. What did you do, Connor? What did you do? You re-signed with them and you took a pay cut to play with these shitty Oilers? You could have come to Toronto next year, man. Well, it would have been the same, but you got what I'm saying. He could have gone to Florida, could have gone to Tampa Bay. Instead, he stays there. They got to wake up, man. The Blues, they got a win recently, 4-2-4. Only 2 regulation losses in their last 10 for the Blues. That's nice. Vancouver, crap, 3 wins. Nashville, crap, 2 wins. And Calgary, crap, 4 wins, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so there you go. John, can you bring back the Superbman Grand Prix? We'll get the Superbman Grand Prix in again. I know. Not tomorrow, maybe next week. We got to get one in before it turns to Christmas again, winter in GTA 5, right? And when we take a look at the Toronto Maple Leaf lineups, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking bad. It's looking rough. Like, I don't even want to watch this game here tonight. Nylander, Tavares, and Johnny T has been playing great. He's become the hero here in Toronto. Callie fucking Yarncroc on the first line? What am I watching, man? What the hell am I watching? We don't even have enough players to just put up a first line. This is ridiculous. Second line, Bobby McMahon, Max Domi. Why is Max Domi still playing center? The guy is fine off the rush, man, off the wing, but he's like -11. He's the worst defensive player that we have. And Robertson, I actually enjoyed that line last year as like a 3rd or 4th line role. Second line, Steven Lorenz, Scott Lawton, Easton. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Sammy Blade, Dakota Joshua, Matthias Michelli. Defensively, Morgan Riley, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Simone Benoit, Jake McCabe, Dakota Effin Mermis, and Troy Stetcher. Oh, it's painful, ladies and gentlemen. And Joseph Wall in the net. Look at all these injuries. Stoley the goalie down. Chris Tanev down. Brendan Carlo down. Matthews down to the Olympics. Day-to-day my ass. Week-to-week my ass. Matt Nyes out. Nicholas Waugh out. Imagine you bought tickets. I mean, it's in Montreal, but like these Leaf freaking players and their injuries, they don't just tell us the truth, man. They don't just tell us the truth. And les Montreal Canadiens. I'm actually excited tonight. I always enjoy these Hab streams. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and Zach Bolduc. Is it Bolduc? I think so. Uri Slavkovsky, Oliver Kapanen, and Ivan Demidov. I think Oliver Kapanen got his first career NHL goal against the Leafs this year. Was it opening night? Ivan Demidov, the demigod. I want to watch him. Who? Florian Jack-Eye. They got 2 Jack-Eyes on this team. What number is he? Jake Evans and Josh Anderson, for God's sakes. Jared Davidson, Joe Valeno, and Brendan Gallagher. Defensively, Mike Matheson, Noah Dobson, Jaden Struble, Lane Hudson, Alexander Carrier, Arbor Jack-Eye. I read somewhere he's making his debut here tonight, so he's going to want to be physical. You know that. And Jacob Dobesh, is that how you pronounce his name? Dobesh? In the net for the Montreal Canadiens, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so hang on. One thing that I'm noticing, I'm way too cold down here. I'm going to get congested. Give me a second. Oh, need a better sweater. There we go. I got a better sweater. Here we go. Johnny Puck Doku tonight. You know, Barry Flippity Flop wants the Puck Doku, and we are going to be doing it. First intermission, Puck Doku. Second intermission, we're going to build Team Canada using Puckpedia, all right? That's what we're going to do. Immortal Beasts with the resubscription. Both teams dealing with a lot of injuries right now. The Montreal Canadiens dealing with injuries? Hang on a second. Let me see who they got. Yeah, I forgot to actually point this out. Caden Gooley, I was wondering. Yeah, who was it on Struble on the second line? I was wondering. David Reinbacher. So they actually played Reinbacher this year. Montreal, how did he look? Patrick Laine not in there. Alex Newhook not in there. And Kirby Dack not in there. So both teams struggling. Both teams struggling with injuries as well. This should be an interesting matchup, man. He's just okay, says Shabbat. All right, Shabbat. We need Demigod to wake up. That's pretty rough, man. Shabbat, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. One of the things that the rookies have to learn is the tough schedule and bringing that consistency day-to-day, game-to-game, right? Demidov is a rookie, man. I need a cup this year, Shabbat. Oh, my goodness. You guys are positioning yourselves into a great future with all your team-friendly contracts and your just young talent. Calm down. Slow it down. Learn from the Toronto Maple Leafs who let the Stanley Cup window close on them, man. You don't want to be trading away first-rounders. You don't want to be signing big-time free agents. You want to give these guys a chance to develop and surround them with depth, man. Ryan Backer had 2 goals tonight in the AHL, Johnny. There you go. All right, so 2 goals. Nice to know. Ryan Backer played in the AHL today, and he played well. All right, so I got good Montreal Canadiens scouts over here. What kind of, what are we saying here tonight, Montreal? Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est? Who's got the bomb on your blue line? Le bomb de Hudson, le bomb de Dobson, le bomb de Matheson. We got to say, les partisans sont des fous, esti des tabarnak, oui. All right, I'll be speaking a little bit of English, a little bit of French, a little bit of in-between here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, they were saying Kadri to the Habs. Yeah, they were saying Crosby first, then Kadri. Yeah, we're going to have to wait till January before these big trades happen, man. So many teams are still competing, right? It's a wild time right now, especially in the East. All right, let's go. Johnny, take a look at the rookie stats. The rookie stats you want to see, huh? All right, hang on. Let me try to find this. NHL stats. Here we go. Boom. Skaters. Let's go skaters. Let's go, where is it? Rookies. Or would I be, you know what, let's just go to the home page here. Here we go. Skaters, goalies, defensemen, rookies. There it is. Ivan Demidov leading all rookies in points with 15. Beckett Seneca with the Anaheim Ducks, and they're breaking out this year. Lots of young talent over there in Anaheim. Leo Carlson, Beckett Seneca, Cutter Gauthier, right? Mason McTavish, he's been here for a while now. But Matthew Schaefer, who do you guys give it to so far? I mean, man, Artem Levshunov's got 11 points as well. Levshunov, ooh, look at all these young defensemen. Schaefer and Levshunov going to be battling for Norris trophies in the future, man. Let me tell you. All right, there you go. Demigod Boone. I want another 3-goal lead for the Habs before the Leafs score 7 straight like last year. I don't know if the Leafs are going to be scoring 7 straight, man. The Leafs, we'd be lucky if we can get 3 here tonight. A depleted line and just the way we've been playing, it's been absolutely terrible for us Toronto Maple Leaf fans. But I hear the same thing with the Montreal Canadiens recently, right? Oh, they're playing Fix You. The Coldplay music here in Montreal. Here we go. The emotion of the Bell Center. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Look at this freaking intro, man. Are we getting the national anthems done? Have we got them done yet? I don't think so. Love the Canadians, but Schaefer is going to win by far. Well, if the points are similar, they'll definitely give the nod to the defenseman. Unless Demidov goes off and, like, it's 30 goals or something, right? I think 50 or 60 points. If Schaefer's at, like, 45, yeah, you give it to Schaefer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves the national anthem a-starting. Let's go. Did I just hear my voice twice? I did. God damn it, kick. There we go. Can you guys hear me? There you go. I think it's better now. I can't hear my voice in the background, man. That was weird as hell. Yes, yes. I was hearing my voice in the background. I think it must have been like the kick stream playing, doubling up, you know what I mean? That's the last thing I need, man. Technical difficulties. Don't start it with me. And we're only going to have to sit through one national anthem here tonight. Come on. Johnny, how's Kick been treating you? Kick's been good. The second that we started doing other live streams, other than these Toronto Maple Leaf streams, we finally started to get some viewers, right? Same thing with Twitch, same thing with YouTube. But I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and every Saturday night we're going to do this. I want to keep up with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've been watching them in the background, which has been a nice experience recently. I wasn't able to watch any hockey last year. I was commentating all of it, right? So when you're watching it, you're laid back. You hear all the different audio cues. You listen to the commentators. So it's actually been very enjoyable. But I still want to make sure that we're commentating the Olympics and the NHL playoffs. So I've got to keep up with it. Got to keep my commentary fresh, man. Let's go. Johnny, did you get 2K26? 2K26 is out? No, I did not, man. No, I did not. Rebo, Super Saiyan Blue, what up, Johnny? How about my Wings being first in the Atlantic? Yeah, man, for the second time this year. Keep it up, right? It's a long season, though. We're only 1/4 of the way through, and it's still so tight. So there's no room to go on an extended losing streak. You gotta go like 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, 2 losses, but you can't go on those 3-game losing streaks. And every time you go on a streak, you gotta answer back with a winning streak, right? Sub-Zero Snipe with the resubscription. Immortal Beasts. 123 Soakman. Let's go, man. Appreciate it. GSU Beagles. I want to give you this money because I judged a chili cook off and now I'm taking a spicy dump. All right, buddy. What the fuck? What is he saying? I don't even know. All right, here we go. Game 22. Love these commentaries, Johnny. Excited for the Olympics. Dajis Victor. Hell yeah, man. I can't wait for the Olympics as well. Leaf fans, here we go. Les Habitants versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Always a good matchup, but both of these teams struggling. Over their last 7 games, both have a record of 1-4-2. So one of these teams are going to end the losing streak. The other one's going to extend it. Come on, Montreal. I got my eyes on Gavin McKenna. Oh, man, we're giving up early. All right, so who we got our eyes on here tonight? Obviously for the Toronto Maple Leafs, John Tavares, William Nylander with their first-line right winger, Kalle Yarncroc of all freaking players. We'll keep an eye on them, but I'm really excited to watch the young Montreal Canadiens, right? Demidov, Lane Hudson. Suzuki's not even young anymore. The guy's like 26. He's in his prime. He better be in the Olympics, man, and I'll be putting him on the team in the second intermission. Don't worry about that. So let's see what the Toronto Maple Leafs here can do. I think they're starting with their, third line? Is that Bobby McMahon out there with Scott Laughton and Easton Cowan? Oh, my God. Cowan, you've got to develop into something as he loses it there at the blue line. There's the demigod. Does the right thing. Dumps that puck in. Scott Laughton, hard on the puck there, trying to win that puck battle back. There you go. There you go. And the Leafs getting a little physicality early. It's Bobby McMahon. It's Scott Laughton. Body checking those Montreal Canadiens players at their bench as the Zebras in there to try to make sure that no penalties get taken early, man. Montreal on it. So there's Arbor Jack Guy. And who is his, what's his brother's name? Is it Florian Jack Guy? I can't keep up with that. Number 63. Oh, fuck off, number 63. What, Montreal's got a number 63 named Jack Guy? Freaking Brad Marchand number, man. I don't want to see anyone on Montreal with number 63. Get out of here with that nonsense. As the Habs clear that puck out of their own zone. There goes Troy Stetcher. Oh, my God. Yeah, there he is. Florian Jack Guy. Jack who? Jack Eye, baby. Spelt with an X. Get to know his name. They got the Jack Eye brothers on this team. Montreal coming out with some physicality as well. We might be in for a good game here tonight. It's Joe Veleno on the fourth line alongside of Brendan Gallagher. Got to figure out who their left winger is. Don't know. Down low. There goes back to the point. Arbor Jack Guy now. Watch him score. Shot on the net. Good save in front by Joseph Wall. And we got the first stoppage in play right there. It seems like the Hab fans are happy that Jack Guy is back, ladies and gentlemen. Time check, Johnny. Yeah, I'll get you at the next face-off. Florian Jack Guy. Just take Stetcher into the boards, man. Oh, we got to watch out for these two guys. Florian is the more physical one of the two. Really, Kiwi Kiwo? Oh, shit. All right. Are those the Jack Guy parents right there? Watching the game with both of your sons playing in the NHL. That's fantastic. Face-off in the defensive end for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we got Joe Veleno kicked out. By the way, where did Joe Veleno come from? Was Veleno on Detroit, or was that Gabriel Velarde? I always get Veleno and Velarde messed up. One of them was on LA, drafted by LA. The other one was drafted by, Detroit. Was Veleno Detroit? Detroit, it was the Red Wings? Okay, thank you very much. Up the left wing. There's Steven Lorentz will throw that puck on the net. And Dobish. And has Dobish taken away the starting role from Samuel Montembeault, ladies and gentlemen? Hab fans, who's your best goalie right now? I remember last year, Hab fans were talking about Montembeault being part of Four Nations, because that's one of the weakest parts about Team Canada, goaltending, right? They went with Binner after winning the Stanley Cup in 2019. He's used to those big games, right? But none of them. They both suck right now. Damn. Hab fans ripping on their own players. That's all right, Hab fans. I know exactly what you're going through because we're ripping on our own teammates as well. Toronto Maple Leafs, ass. And they've been ass for 20 effing games. Haven't seen one complete game so far from these buds as they clear the zone. Puck into Montreal's defensive end as Calle Jarnkrok following up with a solid forecheck right there. There you go, Calle Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok's hustle. Gets the puck back for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Man, hustle, that's all we need to do, but we're old and we're slow. For so long, the Toronto Maple Leafs were the young team with the skill in the Atlantic. And other teams, they were the older squad. Not anymore. The Toronto Maple Leafs, an older team, and guess what? The younger teams have caught us. Teams like Montreal, Detroit, right? Ottawa. Fucking Buffalo's the only young team that hasn't done anything. Matheson on the backhand there. Leaves it for the demigod. Eyes on. Head up. Look at that. Little freaking backhand saucer right there by Demit. That's so tricky. So damn good, man. But here's our version of it. Easton Cowan. Come on, Cowan. Show them what's good with your damn mouth guard hanging out of your mouth. Quick shot. Nice job there by Cowan. And Montreal, right? What do you think about Easton Cowan, Montreal? Obviously, he's no Demidov, right? But what I've noticed from Easton Cowan, he got the skill, but Easton Cowan's a little bit, he's a little bit bigger than I thought when he's skating with the puck. He looks like he's like a 6'1" or a 6 foot. He looks taller than Marner or Nylander, man. Quick shot off the rush, blocked in front. In front again. Is that in? Nope. Wraparound attempt right there by Dakota Joshua. Jack Guy's in there. Oh, here we go. Johnny, I can hear the stream. Are you guys lying to me? Nathan Ormond 24, I will ban your goofy ass, and I'll ban your ass from the Discord as well. Guys, is Nathan Ormond lying? They're liars. It's working fine. All right, ban Nathan Ormond. Get him out of the Discord as well. He's Gonzo Alonso. Johnny, he's 6 foot. He looks taller out there, doesn't he? Look at Dakota Joshua getting that wraparound opportunity, but a real nice save right there Why can I hear the feed? Camo Stealth. Am I going to have to ban this guy as well? YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Let me know if you guys can hear. I got to get the names that I trust, man. These guys are messing with me. So the Montreal Canadiens, almost 5 minutes into this game, still haven't recorded a shot on the net. Face-off 1. Stetcher, fucking Stetcher, trying to take that shot. Florian Jack-Eye, though, with that interception. Jack-Eye on it again. Nathan was saying the stream is good. All right. Sorry, Nathan Ormond, I got it wrong then. That's my apology, buddy. You didn't do anything wrong. You're helping me out. Gotta apologize when I'm in the wrong, and I was in the wrong there. Can't hear it. Johnny, how do you slash people after the play and be a pro? Hold down left trigger and tap Y. You can do it during the game as well. It's the slash button. How do people not know that, man? How are you? I'm finding some new fans who just got Be a Pro for the first time. Left trigger and Y. Big body check, man. I like the physicality that I see in this game so far. Johnny, time check. 14:45, 14:44, 14:43, 41, 40, 14:39, 38, 37, 36, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that's good for you. We are here watching Toronto versus Montreal. Hockey Night in Canada. Sammy Blais trying to turn that corner. You ain't no Matvei Michkov, as he shoots that puck and it into his stick and up and over the glass. Good start to this game. Get the fuck out of here, man. A rough stretch the last 7 games. That's my stat. Sportsnet, that's my stat, all right? I wrote that shit down. I did the calendar work. I figured it out myself. Sportsnet trying to friggin' piggyback off of my hard work. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, both teams are 1-4-2 in their last 7. And one of these teams are going to walk away with another loss here today, man. Johnny, are you ever going back to baby steps? We will be completing baby steps, but I'm going to do that on my own, all right? So we're going to put up all the episodes on our secondary YouTube channel, 2BC Clips, and then when it's all done, I'll turn it into one big video and bring it up over to the main channel, all right? There we go. Face-off. As John Tavares is thrown out of the circle. Damn it, man. That's well, John Tavares, careful, buddy, careful. Don't freaking trip and fall. Nylander's in there now, right-handed, up against Zach Bulldog. Look at Bolduc, right? Bolduc. My bad. Look at these guys all mixing and matching. Nylander's gonna win that clean. That was almost the right-handed face-off win to John Tavares, the same way you'd win it to Austin Matthews there off the left circle. Matthews, if he's ever sitting on the right wing there, get that quick shot. Almost got it to work with John Tavares. As we are bombarded with more gambling. My God, we're not even at the TV timeout yet. We got to go in picture of some gambling ads. Piss off, man. I don't want to see that crap. Good Lord. Gambling. Followed up by mental health awareness commercials. It's unbelievable how hypocritical these damn broadcasts are. Sportsnet, you should be ashamed of yourselves. All right? The future is not going to remember you guys kindly. Good Lord, man. McCabe. There you go. Break up past Nylander. Nylander's got to do all the work in his own zone. He does it, though. He's comfortable with it. He gets it up the left side. Simon Benoit flips that puck in. Dobish, though, he gets to it. There's Nylander on it again. Come on, is this going to be a game where Willie's moving, right? Moving his feet. Willie, you're making $11.5 million a year, right? It's no longer the 6-point-something, so we expect that kind of performance every night. Speaking of, John Tavares, he never takes a night off. Back on it. Tavares throws it at the net, hoping for something there from Calle Yarncroc. Morgan Riley, who's having a good point-producing season. Nylander throws it at the net. There you go, Toronto. Out-shooting their opponents early in a game. Unbelievable scenes. I didn't think I'd see that for a while. As the puck goes down the ice, no icing as Joseph Wall is going to move it. Don't know if he has forced to move it, but decided to move it, forced to move it. He moved it. That's the point. There's Easton Cowan. He'll play it around the board. Scott Lawton is there. Third line. It's a weird third line. Cowan, McMahon, and Scott Lawton, man. I don't know what to make of this line. Cowan, you got to take over on that line because you're playing with some plugs. Here goes, who is that? Number 90, Joe Veleno. Quick shot off the rush. And finally, 7 minutes into the game, the Montreal Canadiens record their first shot on the net. And we should be able to record our very first commercial break, which means we got some NHL clips, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, baby. Okay, John, question. If I sent you a Jerry Springer clip, that wouldn't get you canceled, right? I figure it's on YouTube. It's all good. We're sending in Jerry Springer clips? I mean, I'll just get canceled for the content within the video if I'm reacting to it, man. That's some heinous shit said back in the day on that show. I'll get in so much trouble. All right, now I want to look at some. NHL clips here. Hang on a second. Bring this over here. Let's get the audio down. Let's make sure that the clip is good. Let's go full screen. Nothing on the screen. Let's go. Andrei Vasilevsky stuns Oilers with kick save to set up OT winner. My God, no! It's going horribly for the Edmonton Oilers. They got a good goaltending game. 34 shots against, 2-on-1. Rebound. Oh, no, he didn't. No, I thought the first one was the kick save. I was like, that's all right. Oh, it got even better. Gensel. One great save one way, and Stuart Skinner the other. Oh, my God, man. Oh, that's Calvin Pickard. Never mind. Sorry, Stu Skinner. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. Watching highlights. I got to see that replay again. Holy shit, Andrei Vasilevsky. I thought, like, watch this. I thought the toe save was right there. Like, okay, that's it. Fuck, he even put it up. Looking like Martin Brodeur right there. He even tweaked his left leg. Bang! Oh, what a save. What a save. And then back the other way. Was it 5-hole by Jake Gensel? Mr. 40 goals a year. Oh, man. 5-hole or low glove. What a freaking save, man. Oh, what a save. That is awesome. That is just desperation. I can't do anything else other than just moving my leg up, and it ends up working out for them. That's so great. Vasi is back. Vasi had a great year last year there, Jacob. He was on fire last season. He was cooking last year. Johnny, look at my lines. Blue, Thomas, McDavid, McKinnon. Oh, here we go. Robert Thomas. Yeah, the Blue fan wants McDavid and McKinnon alongside of Thomas. Reinhart, Point, Marner, Celebrini, Crosby, Bedard, Hagel, Scheifele, Bennett are my Team Canada lines, Johnny. Well, listen, Blue, we don't give a shit about your Team Canada lines. We care about my Team Canada lines. And we're going to be doing that in the second intermission, all right? So don't take my damn heat. Don't take my damn thunder. I already got the lineups that are going to look amazing. John, did you hear the Schneiderverse might be restored? Shut up. Don't get my hopes up. Call me K.O. Bean. Here goes Montreal, the demigod. Some space off the right side. Nice job by Scott Laughton. Scott Laughton stayed right with him. Didn't let that pass get through, man. Back to the point. Is that happening? It is happening. Lane Hudson now in his office at the blue line. Head up. Slavkovsky is going to take a shot. And Troy Stetcher gets in there. Get up, Slavkovsky, you little bum. Did Slavkovsky just get bunched by Scott Laughton? My God, what a diver. What a diver. Montreal fans, you might have to trade that first overall pick after that. Soft. And I know what soft is. I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, all right? That was soft. Holy shit, Slavkovsky. You're a tower of a player, and you're going to let Laughton just nail you down to the ice like that. Slav has been disappointing too. That was so soft, man. Shabbat, I love you. And I love the Montreal Canadiens fans. But that was pathetic, dude. Opening my first beer. Oh, Shavin, you bastard. I want to drink. I want to drink tonight too. Formula 1 is on at 11 p.m. in Vegas. We had wet tire freaking qualifying yesterday. It was crazy. Lando could extend his lead. I don't think he could win here tonight. We got 3 Grand Prix left. Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. But it might be a fun one here tonight, man. Drink, John. It's Saturday. It doesn't matter what day it is for me. Back behind the D. Gally G, baby. Gonna take that shot. But a nice save there by Joseph Wall. Gallagher still on it. One of my favorite players ever for Montreal. Brendan Gallagher, man. The little engine that could. He just battles away. He hustles, right? Big part of that 2021 team. Here he is. Brendan Gallagher in shot. There it is, man. Brendan Gallagher. He'll find a way to be a pest out there. Brendan Gallagher back in his prime almost reminded me of like Montreal's version of Brad Marchand. Now, he never developed into a Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand deserves the title of, I don't know, superstar, but all-star, or like an elite player without question, right? But, man, I always thought Brendan Gallagher was just a fantastic player, man. Gallagher is washed, Johnny. I know. 2021 was a long time ago, and he got that contract, and he's a depth guy now, but I still always love the way he played, man. You know, you watch a younger, smaller guy like that actually look like he's hustling, not afraid of contact, going to the hard areas of the ice. And then you see our Toronto Maple Leaf players that don't hustle, right? They're younger than them, don't hustle, don't go to the dirty areas, the gritty areas. It's just, Gallagher's awesome, man. I'll take a guy like Gallagher on my team any day. Maybe not now, like you guys were saying. He's a bit older now, but back in the day, man, I loved him. Montreal. getting hemmed in their own zone. So far, we're 10 minutes into this game. I'll say the Leafs have looked like the better team. No real great chances for Toronto. Maybe that Dakota Joshua wraparound the best look. But I've noticed the puck being in the right side of the ice for sure. So this is the start that Berube and the coaching staff definitely wanted, right? We got some more physicality going on. There's going to be a fight in this game. The fans are into it. Every time there's a line change, unless this thing calms down a little bit, there's going to be some physicality for sure. Who's fighting, ladies and gentlemen? Who on the Toronto Maple Leafs is fighting Florian Jackeye or Arbor Jackeye? Is it going to be Max Domi? Oh, good luck, man. Nylander. What are they saying? Spicy Nylander? What are you saying, Jordan? What happened? Ooh, Nylander getting double body checked right there. Oh, Nylander punching Bolduc back. Bolduc, you did not just snap back because Willie punched you in the face. That's William Nylander, Bolduc. Holy crap, man. Montreal is looking really soft right now. How do you have Scott Lawton body check into Juraj Slavkovsky down to the ice after the whistle? And how do you have Zach Bolduc like snapping his head back because Willie gave him a face wash? Like, come on, Montreal. Stop trying to sell the diving calls. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're soft as shit. Just attack us, man. I'm cheering for Montreal, man. I noticed this. Hey, Johnny, thank you for trying to save Calgary Flames. Since in real life the Flames management fails to acknowledge a rebuild is needed. Well, you guys don't realize that rebuilds are quite expensive, man. You know, that playoff revenue is a serious thing. Calgary has been a team trying to get back into the playoffs. And also, if you're going through, hang on a second, Lorentz, nice moves, Lorentz. It's going to be a spinning centering pass that gets directed towards the net. Oh, Ekman Larson is, I'm telling you guys, there's going to be some shenanigans in this game. If you guys are interested in fights in hockey, stick around because this shit is going to kick off soon. It's only a matter of time, dude. This is, you know what this is, guys? This is both teams and the coaching staff being like, wake the fuck up. It's not even about, hey, Toronto's in town, or, hey, we're facing Montreal. We've had one win in our last 7 games. We don't have a regulation win in 8. Like, it's time to wake the hell up. And how do you wake up in hockey? You got to start doing this stuff. You got to hustle, but you also got to show some fight. You got to show some fight because it's contagious, right? And the referee's not having any of that. They sending both guys off, 4-on-4. Yeah. OEL, Oliver Ekman Larson is off. And who is that? Is that Struble? 47? I think so. I think Struble is, there you go, yep. Roughing. Oh, double miter for Montreal. Ooh, we got the power play. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? So, is it because OEL got surrounded by 4 players and they started it? Man, the referees, you know what? This is one of those situations where I think the refs have been putting up with the shenanigans so far in this game. There's been some dives. There's been some extracurricular stuff at each team's bench. And the refs are just like, no, enough of this shit. Oliver Ekman Larson didn't do anything. He went to the front of the net and he got surrounded by 4 of your players. Let's see. He did a little bit of a snow job right there to the goalie, but look at him. Yeah. All 4 of them came in there. Nah. I'm all right with that. Hab fans, like, that's not a penalty. That's just like, if these are the playoffs, but this is the referees getting control of the game. This is like, you guys are acting like little children out there, man. So we're just going to take some team and put you on the penalty kill. Yep, that's it. The referees are just taking over in this. They've seen enough. Camster 12. As a Habs fan, I'm predicting an Arbor Jackeye fight soon. So do I, Camster. Either Arbor or Florian. And it doesn't even need to be a big fight, but just the gloves get dropped for a little bit. Referees get in there, but there's going to be some knuckles thrown for sure, man. It happened after the first one, dipshit. What are you talking about, Shapkoot? What are you talking about? Dipshit, what did I do to you? Stop being 150% biased, dumbass. Wow, the Montreal Canadiens fans angry right now. Angry with me. It was 4-on-1 on front of the net. Johnny, this is Florian's first game. Well, maybe it's his first game. He's got to be the one to step up and fight, right? All right. Johnny, it's going to be a line brawl. I don't know about a line brawl. I don't know about that. I can't speak for Montreal's team. I can speak for Toronto's team. Who on Toronto is going to fight? You know what I mean? Even our bigger depth guy, like Lorentz is not like a fighter. Dakota Joshua, haven't seen it just yet. Nick Waugh, not in the lineup. Bobby McMahon has been the guy who's thrown the gloves recently. Zadorov and somebody else he tried to fight. So I don't know. I don't think about line brawl, but I could see Domi getting in there. Back to the point. Hang on a second. Morgan Riley. So the power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see what they can do here. Nylander. Down low, gonna find Tavares, back to Willie. Willie working as the quarterback right here. Down to John Tavares, walking in, backhand. Oh my God, is that off the post? It's not in. It's not in. I thought it was off the side of the mesh there, across the goal line. I thought that went in for sure. Tavares on fire recently, almost got another one. Riley trying to snipe it, top left corner, just missed his mark. John Tavares on his backhand on front is great. Wolverine, does your Captain Matthews fight? Dude, Austin Matthews doesn't even fight through nagging injuries, all right? The guy is cooked. He's past his prime already. Off the post for John Tavares. Oh, my goodness. So close. Oh, it wasn't off the post. It was off Josh Anderson's shaft. The shaft of his stick there, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting one. Okay. It was actually a lot farther away from the goal than I thought. It just kind of fooled me with that. John, can you see what happened with Canada, America, Four Nations fight happening in the Olympics? I don't think there'll be any fights in the Olympics because international rules mean that if you fight, you automatically get ejected from the game, right? Like Four Nations had NHL rules. I think the Olympics are international rules. So I could be wrong. Maybe they're changing the rules, but I think a fight means an automatic ejection in the Olympics. Like if your gloves come off, automatic ejection. There might be you might be able to rough somebody up and you might be able to face wash somebody, but I don't think you can do it and stay in the game, basically. Yeah, not going to be fights. You get banned from the tournament. You get banned from the tournament? Jarrett, is that serious? No fights in the Olympics. He's a first-time message. Welcome to the stream there, Jarrett. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. And we're also, we got a YouTube channel, 2BC Productions, 2BC. You can find some nice content over there. I didn't know it was the whole tournament. So it's like a red card, man. All right, so there will be no fights unless one team is getting eliminated and just want to take out somebody on the other squad, but I don't see that happening. Cullen King, did you see Detroit's comeback yesterday? Yzer plan coming together. Yzer plan, finally. I didn't see that comeback, but maybe we'll get some clips here today, right? Steven Lorentz, no look floaty, really. No look floaty, looking like Mitch Marner out there, Steven Lorentz. Max Domi. There you go, Domi. As long as he's in the offensive zone with the puck on his stick, things can happen. Jake McCabe getting fancy at the blue line right there. Caulfield across the blue line. Looking, man, look at Caulfield's freaking hand-eye coordination. Backdoor feed. Beautiful pass. Was that Nick Suzuki setting up Lane Hudson? I told you I wanted to watch these Montreal Canadiens. Young players, exciting players up and down the roster as we get a nice goal right there. Caulfield and his stick handling. I called it hand-eye coordination. It was stick handling, man. It was filthy. He was just watching and waiting for players to either attack him so he can make a pass or just make his own decision. Down low to Nick Suzuki. I didn't even see Lane Hudson. Look at that. Look at Caulfield go. Look at that, man. Look how much space he created. The Leafs are so slow. The Leafs are so slow. Look at Caulfield just dancing around at the blue line after he crossed. It gets his whole team in there. Although, is this going to be goalie interference? Troy Stecher might have sent Gallagher into the goalie, so I don't know if you want to challenge that. Berube is saying, let's go. Are we challenging it? Berube's waiting. He's waiting for the green light from his assistant coach. Are they challenging? Hang on. No, he's not. No challenge. How is that not a challenge? Dodo for Trey, I'd be willing to bet Stecher was the reason Gallagher was down in the crease. All right? They got the instant replays. I only saw it once, but it looked like Troy Stecher was pushing Gallagher in there. So there it is. 1-0 lead for Les Habitants. Oui. Qu'est-ce que c'est, ladies and gentlemen? Montreal strikes first here. And the Leafs on the brink of what? Losing how many in a row? Oh, my God. 1 win in their last 7, so it'll be 1 win in their last 8. Can't win in regulation in 8 games now. Oh, this is rough. Johnny, the Bell Center makes the ACC look like a library. I know. Trust me, I get it. Even when the Leafs are winning, the place is silent. Now that the Leafs are losing, I'm hearing things like Leaf ticket like the Leaf tickets, the price is going way down, and people are still not going. You know what I mean? People are leaving the games early now. Like it's even more silent, even more quiet in Scotiabank. It's crazy. Ekman Larson throws that puck on the net, man. Throws that puck on the net right there. Let's go, cameraman. Jeez, you got one job to do. You're gonna be replaced by AI tracking that puck sooner or later, making mistakes like that. Mike Matheson Off the left side, there you go. There's the defenseman again. The speed, right? Or the lack of speed for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just across the line, get that. Look, first to the puck again, Montreal. Look at them. Look at, oh my God, we're so slow, man. Look at this shit. Back to Matheson. Head up. This looks like a penalty kill right now. Terrible. Can I just give up and watch? I don't want to watch the second and third. I would rather just watch Montreal because Toronto, there's nothing exciting going on, man. So slow. So damn slow. They are second to every puck battle, off the rush. I'm convinced the Toronto Maple Leafs can have segments of decent hockey. They can have like 5-minute, 8-minute, 10-minute segments. But eventually the huge breakdowns are going to happen because we're just not that good. We are old and slow. We are injured. We got an AHL squad out there right now. Slap shot. Look, everyone's not moving. Tavares ain't moving. Nylander ain't moving. Our defenseman ain't moving. No shot block. That's going off of somebody popping in past Joseph Wall. Woo! Kevin McKenna. Let's go. Verhoff, whatever your damn name is. Oh, Willie scored on his own net. Ha, Willie. Another own goal for William Nylander. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Huh, Willie? That's what you get for not celebrating with John Tavares after he set you up with that overtime winner. Fucking pointing to the fans like you just won a Stanley Cup winning goal. You fucking bum. Out wide. Look at the speed. Look at the speed again. Oh, we're in full collapse mode now, man. We are in full collapse. The Leafs had a better start to this game, and it's all gone to shit. Because we don't look at Lane Hudson just getting by Robertson. Look at Lane Hudson, man. That confidence, that goal went right to his legs. Now he's making moves. Robertson gonna find Simone Benoit. There you go, Toronto. You got that puck out. Dump the puck in, go for a line change. That's what the Leafs are good at, right? Dump the puck in and getting those old legs off the ice over and over and over again. Suzuki moves it up to Carrier. Carrier sends it in. That's going to be an errant pass by Gally G, and we're going back the other way for an icing call. Oh, my God. Johnny Berube losing the room. Man, if we're going to blame another head coach for this. The guy won a Stanley Cup in 2019. We won the division last year with Berube. Last year, I remember... Dude, I watched every Toronto Maple Leaf game last year. I'm doing it again this year, but there's been a few games where I have it on in the background. Last year, I was analyzing every play. Do you know how much we were keeping the puck out of our own net? We were so stingy. We didn't give up breakaways, man. It'd be like a partial 2-on-1 every now and then. And this year, whoo! Break. Odd man rush after odd man rush. Breakaway after breakaway. What has changed? It's not Berube. We're old. We're slow, man. We're old and slow. We tried to change the dynamic of our identity, trying to be a bigger, heavier team, but the core remains. The problem still remains. We are skilled, we are fast, but now we're getting old, so we're losing that speed, right? You still got the skill, you'll get the points, but we're not going to be able to keep that puck out of the net. No way. It's impossible. All right, well, shit, let's look at some highlights and take a look at other teams that are actually playing well, shall we? Domsky, what do you got this time? An injury, what'd you say there, Sava? Hang on, Sava sent in something. Is injury a reason, though? I do wonder if we had no injuries, would they still be struggling? Sava, even when we were healthy at the beginning of the year, we didn't look good. I don't want to hear it, Sava. Sava, I love you. You're a Leaf fan. We're all Leaf fans, but they're just shit. They're shit. Get over it, all right? They're a shit team this year. It's already over. We're 20 games in. We haven't had one dominant game from beginning to end. We're a quarter of the way through the season. This ain't game 6. This ain't game 12. This is game 22 or whatever. All right? We're shit. What do I got here? Mikko Rantanen flashes Spin-o-rama. Uh-oh. Rantanen highlight. There's going to be some angry Islanders in the chat, man. Patrick Wall. Rantanen, you ain't getting out of the next game. Spin-o-rama. Oh, my God. Yep, the Spin-o-rama is back this year. Connor McDavid had a nice one a week or two ago. And look at Mikko Rantanen right there. Putting the game out of... That's not just a crap goal in a crap time. That's 1:31 left in the third. You're up by 1, and he whips that sucker out, right? Vancouver's got to be pinching to try to get some offense going. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Who was that? Was that a defender back? Is that Brock Besser? Number 6, Brock Besser, forward back, covering up. That's why I don't play defense, damn it. Oh, jeez. All over the highlight reel now. Besser just turns away in anger and frustration. Head up in the air, for God's sakes, man. Why did I re-sign in this damn city? There you go, Brock Besser. Rough, man. Johnny, this is an AI-generated Mikko goal. This goal did not happen. What are you guys fucking with me? There's no way. That's a real goal. And Nylander's now in the penalty box. For God's sakes, Willie. All right, here we go. Honestly, Besser didn't play that too bad for being a forward. That's a good point, but, you know, there's only so much you can do against a star. You know, like, they're going to get their shot off, man. Johnny, tank for McKenna. That's what I want to do. I want to do it, man. Toronto's just got to keep on losing. Let's get this losing streak out of control. Let's shut down our players that are going to the Olympics. Right? And then when they come back from the Olympics, just keep Matthews out of the lineup. Put the AHL Leafs out there. Let's get more Dakota Mermis and Jack Quillen. All right? Back to the point. Oh, man. Montreal. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this power play here for Les Habitants. John, the Canucks are a lost cause. Oh, I know, Precast 4. You guys are toxic last year. Pettersson's confidence is gone. Your captain, Quinn Hughes, is not going to be there in 2 years. Vancouver's in a rough spot, man. Vancouver needs Gavin McKenna. They need Verhoff. They need to convince Quinn to stay. But that guy's injured all the time, too. Suzuki, backdoor, another one. Oh, my God. Here we go. It's a shootout right now in Montreal. They are free-flowing, man. Free flow. Over to Demidov. Going to find Lane Hudson. Suzuki. Look at this. Look at this passing. They are synced up right now. Suzuki on it again. Back to the point. Lane Hudson. Back to Suzuki. No Patrick Laine on that side. It's going to be Suzuki. Demidov over on the other side now. Demidov with that wide stance. You can't get him. You can't get him. Oh, Jake McCabe almost got him. Bull Duke. What the hell was that? Those blind passes will get you every time, man. No look floaties. And Montreal clears the puck out of their own zone. Thank you very much, dude. Johnny, Vancouver should fire Jim Rutherford. Vancouver's just in Tweenersville, man. Tweenersville, worst spot to be in. Quick shot! Man, Nick Suzuki saucing those apples all over the ice right now. He could add another assist. Suzuki looking good, man. Johnny, Shabbat, where was this Habs energy the last 4 games? Well, Shabbat, you're facing the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs are a bottom 5 team this year, so you should be better. All right, there's where the energy was. In alone, Dobson trying to take on. Man, Dakota Mermis took that one up in his chest, I think. Gallagher back to the point. Heavy shot there by Matheson. And a nice save by Joseph Wall. This one's getting out of control, though. That's true. You guys do suck. Oh, we're terrible. Oh, we're terrible, man. Johnny, Vancouver needs a proper rebuild. Yeah, a lot of teams do. A lot of teams need to get themselves a legit top 5 guy that becomes something. You know, easier said than done, but Vancouver, Calgary, you know, they're up there for sure. All the other Canadian teams went through their rebuilds. They got their star players, right? Winnipeg, Kyle Connor, Josh Morrissey, freaking Toronto, even though they're not star players. I mean, Montreal, right? Ottawa, Vancouver, and Calgary need it desperately, man. Need it desperately. All right, what do we got now? Domsky's sending something in here. Here we go. Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. All right, hang on. We're good. So overtime. Johansson for the Wild. Walks in, quick shot. Fucking Mitch Marner. Breakaway. Come on, Mitch. He's looking back. I knew it. Every time. He can't help himself. He can't, for a player who's so damn good. Find your confidence, Mitch. What in the hell? He did it again. No look floaty. Look, he's already made up his look right there. Take a look at his head. Right there, man. Right here, right there. Looking back, seeing his teammate. At his own blue line, he's already decided, I am doing the Charlie Conway back pass. Here you go, Goldberg, for God's sakes. Mitch, your teammates would be fine with you taking a shot on a breakaway in overtime, man. Oh, my God. He just can't help himself. He cannot help. It's hilarious. He just wants that move to work, dude. He wants it to work. He so desperately wants that to be his freaking go-to move. It's the dumbest thing. Every defender chasing down a guy in a breakaway would ask for that pass. Be like, please, don't shoot it. Please give me a chance to get back in the play. Johnny, watch the rest of the clip. The Minnesota Wild win. I think I remember watching the highlight goal because I think I might have been watching that game. I can't remember, but I think it was Kirill Kaprizov sniping one, right? From the right side. I think I remember seeing that. So, yeah, it obviously led to a goal for the Minnesota Wild, man. Ridiculous. That was a great pass, though, to be honest. Yeah, he needs to finish. The pass was right on the ice to the guy's stick, though. I don't want to hear it. Vishal Rajan, I don't want to hear it, man. If you get a breakaway in the NHL, he's Mitch fucking Marner. He makes $12 million per year. He's got hands. He's got a shot. You can't ask for anything better than a freaking breakaway, man. Breakaways are better than 2-on-0s in the NHL. When you get a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1, players become so freaking selfless, right? Like, they start thinking about, I got to pass it because I don't want to shoot it and miss. Like, I'd much rather one player just having the confidence to go and freaking score, man. Agree with Johnny here. Imagine that's a playoffs and it's overtime and he does that. And your team loses. You can't have that happen. Like, just take the miss, Mitch. Take the miss. It's fine. Your team will be fine with you missing there. McCabe. Oh, man, Robertson looking for that deflection there in tight. That would have been interesting. Sava, not gonna lie, I get your answer. I also kind of stopped caring mostly due to the Olympics, but would it still hope for the Leafs to pull a miracle? Absolutely. Well, Sava, I don't really care about them making the playoffs. Like, we've been there, done that. And now if they're gonna make the playoffs and compete for a cup, yeah, then I'm all for it, right? But, I mean, we're talking about the Leafs just trying to make the playoffs this year. Let's say they do make the playoffs. You think they're just going to walk their way to the Stanley Cup final? They're going to get by teams like Florida. They're going to get... It's not looking good, man. We're 20 games in. They have given us nothing to go for. And Leaf fans are delusional. Trust me, I know. I'm a Leaf fan. I hear it all. Well, they're going to wake up. Well, they're injured. Well, Berube's 2019 St. Louis Blues were the worst team in the NHL in November. Like, it's all these different coping techniques that Leaf fans do when you can just look at it as simply as we've watched 20 games. It's a large enough sample size. Have they ever looked like a dominant team from beginning to end? First, second, and third period. Have we ever had that 5-0, 6-1 victory, right? There was one against the Flames and Philadelphia. But if your best games of the season are the Flames in Philadelphia and every other good team that you play, you get, like, you're not a good team, guys. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. The Leafs are not a good team this year. That's how quickly it changes in the NHL, man. The Leafs are old. They used to just be able to coast with their skill. Combination of getting older, and guess what? The rest of the NHL caught us. Montreal's there. Ottawa's there. Detroit's there, right? The East is all there, so it's not a cakewalk anymore, man. Nobody even watched the Philly game. Was that the World Series game that watched? I think it was, right? You're right. I didn't watch it, but the score was good. I think the Calgary game. And now the Leafs over the last 7 games have lost, or they've won. Like, we're getting excited about winning in overtime. We haven't won a game in regulation in 7 games. Imagine you don't win in 7 games in regulation come playoff times. Are you going to the Stanley Cup final? Fuck no. Come on. We are such ass. Yeah, we are ass, Jordan A. We are ass, brother. It is looking bad this year. 3 seconds left. Quick shot. That could have been 3-0. Could have been 3-0, right? Just at the end, a little lapse and speed back the other way. Demidov just missed the net. Could have been 3-0, right? I'm telling you guys, we are ass. The amount of chances we give up. We'll still get the offense because we have the skill, but we're not keeping anything out of the net. We are not keeping anything out of the net here tonight, man. Oh, my God. Lane Hudson looking sky high. He knows how close that one was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it hockey related. All right, you guys might have to help me out with this, all right? So if I can't get 9 for 9, I will be asking for your help, all right? So let's go. Let's see what we can do. Banners off. Dom, are we good? I got everything good on the screen. Oceanic Flight 815. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you very much. All righty. Let's fucking do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another episode of Puck Doku. I keep on watching my Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturdays, and they are shit. Down 2-0 against the Montreal Canadiens. We look so slow. Let's see if I can look good here doing Puck Doku. We got 5 different teams. Washington, hard. Anaheim, not terrible. Montreal I should be able to get. Dallas can be a weird one. Colorado should be good. You got Quebec Nordiques in there as well. Stanley Cup winners. Woohoo! All right, we're going to do Stanley Cup winners last. I should be able to just knock those ones out of the park, and I don't want to give up any players that could go here, right? Let's start with Washington and Dallas. Oh my God. Washington and Dallas. Like back in the day, Joe Nieuwendyk ever playing for any of these teams? Zubov. Sador. What about Eric Lindros, Louis Eriksson? I'm just throwing a bunch of names out there. I'm trying to find one. Tyler Seguin, Matt Duchene is typically a good one, but didn't play for any of those teams. I'm going to suffer with the Washington Capitals. I know it. Next up, let's just keep moving forward. Dallas and the Anaheim Ducks. The Dallas Stars and the Anaheim Ducks. This one, goaltenders, like a Marty Turco. He ever go anywhere? No. Ed Belfour. He didn't go to those teams. Oh, my God. Yeah, Dallas is going to be a rough one. There might be some trades recently. I'm going to skip that one for right now. And then the Dallas Stars and Les Habitants, les Montreal Canadiens. Oh my God. You know what? I gotta study the Dallas Stars, man. I've got to study the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars, it seems like they've had a team for so long. This Cup final in 2020, conference finals back-to-back years, Mikko Rantanen, Seguin, Ben. What about Joe Pavelski? No, Joe Pavelski. You know what? I'm going to have a hard time. I know it. I'm not going to get Dallas, man. So let's move on to the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado Avalanche and the Montreal Canadiens. Patrick Roy, the first one that I can throw out there. Is there anyone? Oh, did Jocelyn Thibault play? There was another Halak. There was another goalie. Did Jocelyn Thibault go to the Colorado Avalanche, man? He might have. There was another goalie in there. I'm telling you, I might just have to go with the simple one. Patrick Roy. Is there anyone else? Friggin' Nate McKinnon. Rantanen was there last year. Makar, Devon Taves. Oh, no Islanders. That would have been nice for Devon Taves. Nichushkin. Freaking... was it Miles Wood? I'm trying to Lehkonen, there you go. Lehkonen is one of them. Lehkonen, I could go. Martin Brodeur. Yeah, we're just going to... What would get... Not Martin Brodeur, Patrick Roy. What would get more or less of a percentage? Would it be Patrick Roy or would it be Lehkonen? Patrick Roy is the obvious one. Everyone's going to... Yeah, we're going to go Lehkonen. We're going to go Lehkonen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Lehkonen. Is it Lehk? Is it Lehkonen? Arturi Lehkonen. There you go. This guy went to the Stanley Cup Finals with Montreal in 21. Did he win a Stanley Cup with Colorado in 22? Back-to-back years? He might have. 8%. I'll take that one. All right, we're flying. The Anaheim Ducks and the Colorado Avalanche. Anaheim, Josh Manson. He's there right now. I could also go Teemu Selanne, Paul Kariya, Josh Manson. I don't know which one would take the most there. Ooh, Josh, man, you know what? Let's just trust the guy who's there right now. Paul Kariya and Teemu Selanne. Probably a lot of ones are going with that one. Josh Manson, bang. 8%. I'll take it. Yeah, it's the newer players right now. 8%. The Colorado Avalanche and the Washington Capitals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Claude Lemieux? Claude Lemieux, or was he on, oh God, was Claude Lemieux on the Devils after the Avalanche? Claude Lemieux, I don't know why. I got to trust my gut. Here, man. Claude Lemieux. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let me think. Claude Lemieux, that huge rivalry with the Detroit Red Wings and the Colorado Avalanche. He was definitely there. And then he got traded to the East. I don't know if it was Washington or if it was New Jersey. There's got to be somebody else I can get here. Colorado and Washington. Oh, my goodness gracious. Alexander Semin, Mike Green, Alex Ovechkin, Backstrom, Tom Wilson, freaking, what's his name? TJ Oshie, Holtby, the freaking goaltenders. What about, oh man. For some reason, Craig Anderson just jumped into my head. Ottawa, I think he was on Colorado. Did he have a year in? All these goalies are popping in my head right now. Oh, my God. All right, so you know what, guys? I am struggling mightily on this one. I'm going to just trust my gut. All right, Claude Lemieux. I think I'm getting it wrong. Oh. Damn it. I suck at puck Doku now. I'm terrible. I'm going to need some help from the fans. Hang on. Stanley Cup winner, les Montreal Canadiens. So did they have to win the Stanley Cup? Player must have won with the team. Oh, my God. So Patrick Roy. I don't remember who was on that 19. Was it 93 Montreal team? Oh my gosh, man. So long ago. Let's just go, you know what? Let's just go Maurice Richard, all right? Can't go wrong with this. Maurice Richard, he must have won with the Montreal Canadiens. Please, God. Thank goodness. 8%. I'll take that. Stanley Cup winner with the Anaheim Ducks. So obviously we're going to 07. Pronger, Niedermeyer, Perry, Getzlaff. I think Solani was on that team, right? JSE Gare was the goaltender. Let me go with somebody who is off the table a little bit, like Dustin Penner? Or no, did Dustin Penner win it with LA and then Anaheim acquire? Yeah, no, that's not the one. You know what? Scott Niedermeyer's brother, Rob Niedermeyer. Oh, hang on a second here. I think he was on the team. Yeah, he must have been. Rob, is it, there it is. Rob Niedermeyer, I think he was on the team in 2007. I'm going to give it a shot. 9%, let's go. Wow, that's the highest one that I got so far. Rob Niedermeyer of all the players, that's crazy. And then the Stanley Cup winner with Washington, 2018, was it? Oh my God, who was the guy who scored? Oh, who was the guy who scored in overtime? Hang on. I can remember his name. Hang on. What was his freaking name, man? Oh my God. You know what? I'm not going to remember his name. No, that ain't going to work. All right, so I just got to find somebody on that team. TJ Oshie, that's obvious. Holtby, who was the backup goalie who started? Because Holtby didn't start that. He came in, I think it was Columbus in the first round. Who was the backup goalie that year? You know what? I don't remember. John, you know what? I'm just going to go with someone here that I know works. TJ Oshie, ladies and gentlemen. Bang, 9%. All right, so again, Montreal and Dallas. Gianta just entered my head, but he didn't play. Try it out. Gianta just entered my head. Brian Gianta, there's no way. Or Gomez, there's no way. Brian Gianta, no, I'm terrible. I am terrible with Dallas. Dallas and Anaheim, let me just throw out a name. Let me just throw out something. Dallas and Anaheim. I can't even, I don't know anyone right here. Anaheim, what about Sergei Fedorov? He went there afterwards. And then Dallas and Washington. Dallas was a rough one for me, man. I can't get anyone. All right, so I'm going to turn to the fans here. Montreal and Dallas. Who do you guys got? Help me out. I can't think. I'm looking now at you guys. Corey Perry. Oh, Corey Perry. That's a good one. He played with Dallas in 2020. He went to Montreal in 2021, lost both times in the finals to the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? And then he went to Tampa Bay the year after that and lost in the finals against the Colorado Avalanche. That's a good one. Dallas and Anaheim. Oh, you could have done Corey Perry for that one right there too. Fucking hell, man. Corey Perry was the one. What do you guys got? Patrick Eaves? Holy shit, that's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. Wow, look at you guys go. What about, before I look at it, what about Dallas and Washington? What do you guys got for me right there? Dallas and Washington. I'm thinking like Brett Hull, Marty Turco. Holtby played on Dallas? No way. I don't even remember that. Mike Ribeiro. Holy shit. How do you guys remember this stuff? And last but not least, Colorado and Washington. What do you guys got for me? What do you guys got? I got to do some studying for Puck Doku, man. I draw a blank every time I start doing this stuff. Grubauer, I wouldn't have gotten Grubauer. Burakovsky, Burakovsky's a good one. Yeah. All right, let's see what I could have done here. Fucking Yager. Oh my God. All right, starting next time, I'm just going to go through the list of players that I know played on every team. Mike Sillinger, Yager, Olli Jokinen, Dominic Moore, friggin' Derek Brassard. I didn't go to any of them. I'm an idiot, man. Yager, Holtby, Kevin Hatcher, Mike Ribeiro, Matt Niskanen. Might have been able to get that one. Mike Gardner. You know what? That's pretty tough. I don't know. Did you guys get Dallas and Washington? That one's a tough one for me. And then Colorado and Washington. Darcy Kemper, Burakovsky, Dale Hunter, Simeon Varlamov. That's a good one. He was back up to, oh God, was it Holtby? Or it's like they had two goalies in Washington at the time. Two like Russian goalies, I forget. Philip Grubauer, Jose Theodore, you son of a bitch. I mentioned names, but it's not enough to mention the names. I failed here today, ladies and gentlemen. This was a terrible episode of Puck Doku. What can you do in Puck Doku? Oh my God, that was absolutely terrible, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and we'll do some hurdle lap, although I don't really want to, Dom, you don't have to turn the Hurdle app into a video just because they haven't updated it, but we'll just try because I got 5 minutes here, so let's do the Hurdle app, all right? Who do you guys think? Don't know. My mind went to Ryan Getzlaff because it looked like he was Spalding up top. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? I have no clue. Kemper? You think Darcy Kemper? All right, let me try Darcy Kemper here. Darcy Kemper, bang. No, it's not. It's in the West. It's in the Pacific. A Canadian player, not on the Kings, though. What do you guys got for me? Pekka Rinne? Not in there anymore. Kind of looks like Sid the Kid. Well, it's in the West, so it can't be Sidney Crosby. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois is in the East with Washington, right? So it can't be him. Mitch Marner? No, that doesn't look like Mitch Marner. I'll try it. I think Marner's still going to be in the East, though, right? They got to update this. Yeah, Marner's still on Toronto in this game. Terrible. Corey Perry. Corey Perry with Edmonton. That could be it. Corey Perry, let's see. It is on Edmonton. Not a right winger, not a goalie. Age, someone between 28 and 35. Number between 35 and 16. What do you guys think? It's an Edmonton Oiler right there. Adam Henrique. Henrique, that might be it, man. Adam Henrique. So again, not Adam Henrique. We got to get somebody a little bit younger there. Connor Brown. Connor Brown, huh? Let's see. Connor Brown from last year on Edmonton. Almost. You guys keep on getting me right. We need a defenseman or a left winger, man. It's not a goalie. No, it's not a goalie. Not a forward, Johnny. So it's got to be a defender from last year. What about like Matthias Ekholm? Kulak, Johnny. Kulak. It's got to be Kulak. Kulak. Here we go. Kulak, is he Canadian, though? I'm going to try it. Brett Kulak. There it is. Brett Kulak is Canadian, and he was the guy. So who said it? Who said Kulak? Kincaid for Vezina, and Ian Spottiswoode, and who else is that? Stomper 86. Way to go, guys. Yeah, the Hurdle guessing game is pretty tough with I mean, it's already tough. It's already really tough, but it's even worse when you got to think about last year's teams, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be back for the second period. Let me just go take a little bit of a break, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back waiting for the second period to get underway. Man, I was brutal in Puck Doku here tonight. So the second intermission, we are going to build Team Canada with a bunch of the stats from this year, right? So we already had ideas of what the Olympic roster should look like from last year. We also had the Four Nations, which was a nice sample, a nice experiment for all the teams in the tournament, to actually play some of their players. We haven't had international competition since 2014. But with a new NHL season comes some new stories, some brand new players that are showing off, right? Is it going to be the young guns making it, or is what's his name? John Cooper, the head coach, is he just going to build the same thing that he built for Four Nations, man? John, the Flyers scored 3 goals in 26 seconds. Tonight? Damn, Nick. I'm in pain. Johnny, help. I'm in pain. Pain. Johnny, I'm in pain. What the hell's going on there, Climax? Are Ottawa losing? Let's see what's going on around the NHL right now, ladies and gentlemen. So Toronto losing 2-0 to the Montreal Canadiens. We know that. Edmonton, they're getting their revenge against the Florida Panthers. Let's go. Philly up 4-1 over New Jersey. Wow, that's interesting. Seattle up 1-0 over Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay up 4-1. What are you talking about? In pain. Ottawa's looking good up against the San Jose Sharks. 1-1. Come on, man. Colorado, Nashville, New York, and Utah. So a bunch of other games here tonight. All right. Lots of games every Saturday. Hope Nashty, bruh. Chris Pronger asked Celebrini on Sportsnet if he watched the 2010 Olympics. Celebrini was 3 years old. Like, what? Listen, give Pronger a little bit of a break, all right? He's probably got that CTE, Hope Nashty. He doesn't know what fucking year it is, man. He was on top of the world in 2010. He had his time in 2007 with Anaheim. He had his time in 2006 with Edmonton. Had his time in 2010 with the Philadelphia Flyers. Was Pronger a part of that 2010 Canadian roster in Vancouver? I can't remember that, but come on, give Chris Pronger a friggin' break and realize how old he's getting and how young these guys are. Boom. Jack gets lost, John. You hate to see it, Topher at 97. Damn, man, I was 6 back in 2010. Good God. You youngins. So then you guys really don't remember the 2006 Olympics or the 2002 Olympics, right? I was 11. I was 14. Good God, man. I was 13. What the fuck? Yeah, time flies, boys. Time flies. All right. Second period about to get underway. Let's get back into this sucker. Bang. Good. Bang. Good. All right. Looking good. All right. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second period back underway. Let's take a quick look at the box score. Toronto Maple Leafs, bunch of minuses all over the place. The Montreal Canadiens, nobody on a 2-point night just yet. Only 2 goals have been scored, but Montreal, they could have. I'm telling you, quick shot, just like that. Cole Caulfield. Just back from, I'm telling you, man, Montreal found their legs. Toronto, they've already given up on this game. They're thinking about the next one, right? We just need to have one good game. We just need to, for God's sakes. Joseph Wall. Could have been 3-0 at the end of the first period. It could be 4-0 right now. You know what I mean? Demidov missed the net at the end of the first, and now Joseph Wall making a huge glove save. Look at Toronto coming out slow to start a period. Typical. Cole Caulfield gets a one-timer. Good save by Joseph Wall. And then another one-timer from the same position. And Joseph Wall's got to make a glove save, man. Dear God. I remember the 2006 just because Nash got his gold. Nash got his gold? What are you talking about? 2006? Rick Nash? I mean, freaking Sweden won it in 2006. Canada didn't even get a bronze or whatever. What are you talking about? The 2002 Olympics were great with Sakic flying down the wing for Canada. Epic call by Bob Cole. Yeah. It is Joe Sakic scores. Yeah, I remember that one. Those 2002 ones were great. Riley. All right, so, man, look at it. Nobody's sitting down right now. Everyone's still getting their concessions. Everyone's still using the washroom. But we are back here for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go offside, though. Demidov has got to just turn back. All right. So the Leafs have got to wake up here. Are we saying next goal wins? Man, I remember having that prediction so much in the past. This year, there's no point. The Leafs aren't coming back. We had that one comeback game against Pittsburgh. You remember that in the third period? And everyone thought, oh, look, the Leafs have woken up. Look what they can do when they wake up. I'm telling you, that is the rare. That's the rarity. That's when we're playing at the absolute peak of our game, but that's not going to happen a majority of the time. That's going to be like 2-minute segments over the course of every game, man. The Leafs are not a good team this year. Breakout feed. Let's see what Scott Laughton can do. Scott Laughton off the rush. You see what I mean? Like, what is Scott Laughton going to do off the rush, man? God, we get some speed through the neutral zone. We have the ability to maybe create something, and it's Scott Laughton of all players. And that, man, on front of the net, look, 3 great chances. We're 1 minute and 20 seconds into this second period. It could be 5-0 right now, man. Oh, War Fox 001. Hey, Johnny, as a Habs fan, I'm really glad you stream our game. Yeah, me too, I guess. It's always fun watching the Montreal games, interacting with les habitants, les partisans sont des fous. But as a Leaf fan, man, these games are getting harder and harder to watch. There's just nothing going on. Nothing. Johnny, the refs are clowns. Why do you always complain about the refs, Climax? Come on, buddy. Berube needs to tell the whole team they're getting traded to Buffalo so they can play better. Man, I don't know. That's the problem with the Toronto Maple Leaf players. They all got no movement clauses. They got all the leverage. Unless you're willing to do some Tampa Ryan McDonough tactics where it's like, listen, we're just going to send you down to waivers and any team can get you, buddy. You better waive that contract, pick the team that you want to go to, and we'll make a package work, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. Willie ain't going anywhere. Austin's going to walk in 3 years. And I'm fine with him walking because if this is the new version of Austin Matthews where he's just an injury-prone player, if he's Kawhi Leonard 2.0, it's going to be pissing me off, man. I don't need load management on my Toronto Maple Leaf team for a guy who's making north of $13 million per year. Austin Matthews going to roll up to his contract year, score another 50-something, and be like, yep, I deserve 15 mil now, 15 a year over 8 years. And then he'll just go back into coast mode, getting injured all the time. Tampa regretted that McDonough move for sure. Those years without him were brutal defensively. Did they trade for him to get him back, or did they re-sign him to another contract? I forget that whole situation. I do remember him. I do remember the reports that they basically told him, we're going to waive you because we need to free up cap space. So if you want to pick a team, go ahead. You can't send them down with a no movement clause. Well, then maybe McDonough had a no trade clause. You know, the movement part of it wasn't actually there. I don't know. Is Willie the problem in Toronto? He's not the problem. The problem is that the Leafs are not a good team. Guys, it's from the top down. Think about what we had last year. You had 2 goalies that both play well with one another because they get time off, right? This year, Stoley, we had to play him every single game, and he got worn down. He's now injured. Stoley's clearly not a guy who's going to play, like, every single game. And Joseph Wall, this is his second game of the season, so haven't had the goaltending. The defense looks old, depleted, and slow. Tanev getting injured. Riley, McCabe. Freaking Carlo can't make a pass, right? So there's just no skill. There's just no ability to keep the puck out of the net. The offense is still there when we get power plays or 5v5, empty net merchants. Like, Willie will do what he needs to do, but the defensive side of the game, like keeping the puck out of the net, where it's just way too easy to create offense against the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. Way too much space. Like, all you got to do is skate hard and beat them with speed off the rush, right? Like, that's the problem with the Leafs. The team is just not good. I'm not going to throw one individual player under the bus. Look at this. Look at the cross-seam pass. Are you guys watching the same game that I'm watching? Look at, they're just cross-seaming passing on us. It's like a power play. Dobson, quick shot. It could be 6-0 right now. Is anyone watching this? Jesus. That's actually a valid question because these Toronto Maple Leaf games are becoming harder and harder to commentate, man. Leaf fans don't even care about watching it anymore. McCabe going to dump that puck in. I might have to go to every one game a month. You know what I mean? Just wait for the Olympics. Cowan and Nylander in the middle. And see, when we try to make a pass in the middle, Montreal's there. They don't just allow that wide open look from the slot, unlike our team that has already allowed 3 or 4 this period alone. They could be up 4 or 5-0 by now. Johnny, you think Berube has lost the room? I really hate those kind of excuses. If Berube has lost the room, then we got a bunch of fucking prima donna dumbasses on our team. In other words, if these players think that they can just, hey, a coach says something and we don't do it while getting paid millions of dollars per year, then the coach is not the problem. The players are. So I don't think Berube has lost the room. I think the Leafs have lost their confidence, and the rest of the league has caught up to us. That's the difference. Let's say the Leafs are only slightly worse than they were last year without Mitch Marner, right? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. That doesn't mean that every other team in the NHL is going to stay where they were last year, right? Guess what? Ottawa's here, Montreal's here, Detroit's here. The Leafs schedule, they're facing teams that are arguably better than them, right? Teams that last year were not better than them. So the competition has gone up, and what have the Leafs done to enhance themselves, right? Get injured, Get some players that don't fit the identity. I mean, Berube wants the big bodies, but the Leafs don't play big. You can throw Dakota Joshua out there or Nicholas Waugh all you want. You know, you can get Scott Laughton and Brendan Carlo, but the skilled players still want to play a skilled game. They dump the puck in. They're not first to the puck. They're not first guy back. There's so much open space with Toronto, dude. And so it's just not working. It's a culture of apathy. Oh, jeez. Stetcher. We got Troy Stetcher on the team, for God's sakes. Slafkovsky. Look how much space look at this! Look at this! It's a freaking power play! Hey, la boo! What a goal! What a goal! I'm not taking anything away from the Montreal Canadiens, the fans. All right, that was a stellar goal, but we suck. We suck. Our defense is terrible. Look at all the open space they're able to create. This second period has been passing practice for Les Habitants. Crisscross passes all throughout the neutral zone, all throughout the middle of our damn slot. I mean, it should be 6-0 right now. We're terrible. Look at Slafkovsky. He crosses the blue line, stops up, and all the space, just like Cole Caulfield on their first goal. All the space in the world. Demidov, man, the vision of Demidov, and Noah Dobson's never had an easier clapper. Troy Stetcher, I don't want to see the camera zooming in on Troy's fucking Stetcher. We picked this guy up through waivers or whatever. What, it's his fault? Troy Stetcher supposed to be our savior? Fuck Toronto, it's gotten bad. It has gotten bad. Now all the media is going to turn their attention to poor Troy Stetcher. It's Stetcher's fault. You got to make a trade here, there, Tree Living. Stetcher's a bum. There you go. Oh, my God. His first career 2-goal game, Noah Dobson. Somewhere Barry Flippity Flop is cursing out the Habs. Oh, Arbor Jack Guy and Dakota Joshua. There you go. Now step up, Dakota Joshua. They're up 3-0. Arbor Jack Guy's not going to fight you now. The fight was supposed to happen earlier in the game when it still mattered. It's 3-0. Shut up, Joshua. You ain't going to do shit. He ain't going to do shit. Joshua, you're not going to fight Arbor Jack Guy, man. If I'm Arbor Jack Guy, I'm just laughing at this goof right now. Jack Guy, and look, the referee steps in to try to break him up. Back to here we go. Slafkovsky now has found his confidence. Slafkovsky looking like McDavid out there. That's how bad the Toronto Maple Leafs are playing, man. Holy shit. And then we got Max Domi in the defensive end. Ooh, things are going to go real well for us here. Slafkovsky up against Domi. Look at that nice little pass into the middle. They almost get that puck back. The Leafs just holding on. Just begging and praying. Oliver Kapanen just sending Robertson down to the ice. Robertson hustles, don't get me wrong, but oof. Smaller guy. Climax, I don't want to hear about your damn pain, all right? Leaf fans are suffering pain, Climax. This is brutality, man. We're not even halfway through this game. I got to sit here. And watch this shite. I want to go to the beer store. I want to do something to make this commentary more enjoyable for me right here. It is nice to watch the Montreal Canadiens syncing up on something. They have looked good here after the Leafs had their early push to start the game, but the old legs now are starting to shake, and Montreal has found their confidence in this game. Willie, I was wondering if you were going to have a decent one. He looked like he was moving early, did Willie? Freaking shot. Was that off the post? Oh, Joseph Wall made the save. All right, good job there, Joseph Wall. Petrified. What are you up to, Petrified? Please do a Habs GM someday. I don't think they need my help. They got a damn good team. Only team in the Atlantic that you haven't been watching since your second vid, Black Ops, a sniper story. Oh, my God. Good stream. Appreciate it there, Petrified. Thank you very much, buddy. Robertson trying to fight Kapanen at the freaking boards. It's all terrible. What up, boys? I'm back. Definitely Cucks fan. Well, we got Cucks fan back on kick. How's it going, Cucks fan? Good to see you, buddy. And I believe it's Cucks fan. His name is definitely Cucks fan. So, you know, he ain't lying or anything like that. There goes Cole Caulfield. Caulfield behind the net. Going to find Nick Suzuki. Suzuki plays it back to the blue line. There goes Matheson dancing. Sends it down low. What do you know? Montreal Canadiens first to the puck again. Power play time. Slap shot blocked in front by our rookie Easton Cowan. Holy shit, man. Back to the point. It's now 5-on-4.5 because Easton Cowan can't move. There's a friggin' hive in his damn skates. Those bumblebees be buzzing around. Matheson, look at this. Power play for Montreal. Le Habitant. Look at Matheson. No one's moving on Toronto. No one is moving. Fucking old slow bastards right now. Demidov, I swear, all the freaking Leaf players just want to get out there. We got a delayed penalty, so now it's 6-on-5, 6-on-4.5. Demidov back to the point. Dobson, look at this. Look at this. Trying to go over to Demidov there. This is brutality, Toronto. We look so bad, man. Bottom 5, trying to get that bumper shot. Demidov almost gets the one-timer. Man, look at Easton Cowan. Oh, hobbling back to the bench. Nice job, man. Yo, Easton, I hate to be that guy right now, but you don't need to be blocking shots in a 3-0 game. The rest of the team ain't blocking anything as John Tavares gets his stick up in the hands of Matheson. As we're going to the penalty kill. All right, boys, if you guys want to send me in clips, go ahead. All right, Domsky can send in some clips in the first. If you guys want to send me in clips now, I will watch them. I don't care. What do you got for me, Guidimon? What do you got for me? Guides has sent something in here. Alex Ovechkin continues to hit milestones with 33rd career hat trick. Jesus. Hat trick for Ovi, huh? This is the first one. There it is. There it is. Every single time, right? Simple. I don't know how. Like, it's like you got two guys there. It's like, listen, if they're going to win that puck to Ovi, you got to block that shot, right? Dude, just get your body down. Do something. Stand it right up, bag. Is that Josh Anderson? In every day, man. Let's see. That's a good view for it. Just get down and block it. You got to throw your whole body on the ice, man. Let's see what happened right here. Are we going to get an Ovi breakaway? No way. No way. Go, Ovi. He's on the right side as well, so no one-timer here. He's going to rip it. Back door. There it is. Bang! Low glove. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's number 2. And then number 3. Another rush? Another rush opportunity here. Go Ovi. Oh, empty netter. Yeah, I was going to say, all right. He's a damn merchant with that now, isn't he? The empty netters from Alex Ovechkin. He knows exactly what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, you assholes on Twitch and YouTube, right? Why am I hearing my voice twice? Fuck off! Fuck off! There you go. Is that fixed it? Is that good? Yeah, that's good. I don't know why my kick streams keeps on turning on, man. John Twins, you're going insane, Johnny. That's the future. That's my future self yelling back in the past, trying to stop me from doing any more of these damn Toronto Maple Leaf streams. What was I saying? You assholes on Twitch and YouTube, why do you guys show up in numbers when the Toronto Maple Leafs are losing? God damn it, man. It's like Steve Dangle. All of his reactions now are getting tons of freaking views because the Leafs are ass. No one wants to pay attention to Leaf fans when the Leafs are good, but when they're playing like shit, oh, it's so funny, isn't it? Here we go. I'm always here. Appreciate it, Guidimon. All right, so we got another power play here for Le Habitant. Not even halfway through the game still just yet. I'm really watching that score clock now. This game be dragging for me. Demidov, quick shot, rebound. Look at the passing. Lane Hudson now. Look at the passing. Look at them. Oh, my God, Montreal. I wish the Leafs were like this, man, but no, we're old and slow. Our window is closed. It's terrible. Suzuki walking in. Steven Lorentz, he'll get tired out there. Lawton, Benoit, trying to get into the middle there. Suzuki, gonna have to reload. Caulfield, Suzuki. Look at them just playing that left side, man. They want to get it in there. Caulfield, will he shoot it? The stick handling of Caulfield is so nice, man. The stick handling from Cole Caulfield. You don't know what he's doing. Freaking backhand, forehand, backhand, then down low. They find the bumper, and Joseph Wall has to make another save. This game should be like 7-0 right now, man. Look at this. Look at them. Look at that. Look at that. They're just picking us apart. This is so bad. This is so bad, Toronto. This is bad. Leaf fans, like everyone coping, right? The copium is flowing in Toronto. And I hear all the excuses. They just got to turn it on. You know, Berube 2019. St. Louis was a bad team. We're just in. No, guys, we're shit. Montreal, Toronto. Toronto is like a bottom 5 team this year. Like Toronto, we got to start looking at Verhoff and McKenna as a possibility, right? We don't have our first round pick this year, but it is protected. We need a bottom 5 pick. We need a bottom 5 pick, man. We need to make sure, quick shot, another save. We need to make sure we're the 3rd worst team in the NHL or worse so that we get a top 5 pick. We don't give it to Boston at number 6. Slavkovsky. And then we got to hope that we make the playoffs the year after that, so that we don't give another one to Philly for Lawton or Boston for Carlo. But how are we going to turn this around in 1 year? The Leafs are shit, dude. The Leafs are garbage. Slavkovsky is dancing through our freaking blue. Oh, my God. We're making Uri Slavkovsky look like a superstar. That's how bad the Toronto Maple Leafs are right now. This is... Oh. Slavkovsky's got it now. Back to the point. Dobson, one-timer for days, man. Their whole team is just firing those shots. Firing them. Joseph Wall's getting freaking... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, he's got like shell-shocked, man. He's getting just obliterated with shots. Look at this. Slavkovsky just walks right in, takes that wrister. Nice save, man. I feel bad for Joseph Wall. Came back for this shit. Oh, shut up. He's making $3 million per year. Man, if every Toronto fan was like John, they wouldn't be so hated. What are Toronto fans like? Zachary Zachoda? Zachoda. I hope I got your name right, buddy. Oh, what are Leaf fans like? Delusional? Always thinking that they're the best team in the NHL? Man, I've always said I got problems with the way the Leafs play. Oh, my God. Through again. Take another penalty. Why don't you? Out the other side. I think we're going back to the penalty kill. Yeah, another delay. They're just walking through us. This is painful. This is a wake-up call, man. This is a game where Leafs management and the MLSE, they can't ignore it. Montreal Saturday night, and you look like this. This is the difference between a playoff-bound team and a team that is tanking for a top 5 pick, man. And Leaf fans, we may not think that we're tanking, but we're tanking. Or shit. Look at this! They're just doing whatever the hell they want to do. This is terrible. Look at these passes! I've never seen such crisp passing. This is a treat to watch. Yeah, I'm a Leaf fan, but fuck it. This is hilarious. Fucking hell, man. These passes by Montreal are crisp. They are on point. They are eating us and they're getting a standing ovation from the fans here in the Bell Center. Oh my God, Demidov. They're just playing free hockey right now. It's another delay of game. Montreal, just don't do something and help Toronto out by putting the puck in your own net by playing it back to the blue line, right? Come on, make us work. Look at these passes. Look at these passes, man. Look at these passes. Caulfield with his stick handling again. Plays it back to Lane Hudson. Oh, look at they fuck out. Wow, what a save. These passes are unbelievable. These are all world passes right now. These passes are amazing. Joseph Wall is the only reason this is not 8-0 right now. Berube, what are you going to do? Berube, the Leafs are just taking a shit on Saturday night in Hockey Night in Canada in Montreal. What are you going to do? We're a shit team. We are a terrible, terrible, terrible team. Johnny, please become a Habs fan. Oh, don't worry. In the playoffs, I'll be following them. Demidov is just not next level. This is like compounded. This is a compounding issue right now for Toronto because Montreal, a young team, and they have been losing recently. Only 1 win in their last 7. Right? They are looking to cook here tonight. And so they're not going to slow down. Look at Joseph Wall. What's he yelling at? The referee? Well, who gives a shit? Although I shouldn't say that. You don't want to get hit in the head with a puck, right? Oh, my God. Holy shit. One of the best sequences I've ever seen. Wall deserves Nylander and Matthews paychecks. Right? Right? The guys on our team getting paid $13 million a year to do what? Like, Matthews earning that contract, please. Fucking injury prone. I haven't seen Matthews look like any of these Montreal Canadiens players this year at all. Demidov, better than Matthews. Caulfield, better than Matthews. Uri Slavkovsky, better than Matthews, right? I mean, the Leafs right now, Leaf players and Leaf fans, we're living off the past. You know, he scored 69 1 year. You know, he got 60 goals in his season. The Leafs haven't missed the playoffs 9 years in a row. I don't give a shit about the past. I give a shit about the present and the future. And we look like a bottom 5 team, man. Johnny, did you see Ireland's comeback to get into the World Cup qualifier for the playoffs? No, I did not. Ireland's in? Let's go, man. Haven't been paying attention. I'll just wait for the World Cup to start. Matthews been washed ever since he didn't score 70. That's a good point. That's a good point because he played all 82 games that year when he got 69. Had 3 chances to get 70. Didn't score in games games 80, 81, 82. And then he got injured for the playoffs. He was injured all last year. He's injured this year. You're right. You're right. The 69 goals in a season, that was Matthews' peak. And since then, I'm injured. I'm done. Matthews is pathetic, to be honest. I don't want to start saying words like pathetic. It's just, what's pathetic is we don't know the real story about Austin Matthews. They tell us day-to-day injuries or, like minor injuries, and then the guy ends up missing like 30, 40 games, has to fly to Germany or some shit, right? So us Leaf fans are sitting here like, oh, it's just day-to-day from hitting Zadorov. He'll be back. And it's like, nah, it's going to be a month. It's just like, fuck off, man. You're making $13 million per year. At least tell Leaf fans what's going on so that we know, are we tuning in to the Leaf game tonight? Am I going to a Leaf game? Is Austin playing? It's such a pain in the fucking ass, man. If Dobson gets a hat trick, I'll give you 20 more. You don't have to worry about that. Plays games, $3 donation. That is more than enough. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the donations and subs, all right? You guys on YouTube, we're building up that membership. You guys on Twitch, we're getting fat-ass Phil Kessel back up there. He was as low as 100, but he's almost back at 200. What's he at now? He's at 193, ladies and gentlemen. So 7 more, and Phil will be back into the 200 range. Mitch was bitching Game 7 with a dry scalp. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. What is the delay here? I don't know. Might be boards, might be snow. Snow, ice, in the corners and such that they have to clear. The snow shovel's got to come out. I'm happy, though. I'm happy with this delay. Give Montreal some rest so they can come out here and dominate us some more. If I'm a Leaf player right now, I'm trying to hide, man. I don't want to be out there on the ice right now. This is going to be an embarrassing game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This one's about to get out of control, man. We're halfway through. Montreal's only up 3-0, but they have it. This is a statement game for Montreal. They got to come back, man. Look at Suzuki. Just look at them. Look at them just carving right through. We can't even get it out. We luckily get it out right there. Damn. Johnny, they were cleaning the ice off McCabe's blood. Oh, okay. McCabe was bleeding on the ice, so, they can't have that out there. Rating goes down. Lane Hudson leaves it there for Demidov. Demidov finds Zach Bolduc. Demidov plays it around. So here goes Montreal with their crisp passing right now. Yeah. Toronto trying to be aggressive on the penalty kill. Montreal's just got to try to keep this puck alive. They can't do it. Lawrence and the Leafs will get some fresh legs. All right, so a good little 40 seconds there for the Toronto Maple Leafs after a terrible 30 minutes. Good job by the penalty killers. Nick Suzuki. He'll start it up. He'll leave it there for Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky having a game here tonight. Head up, big body. He looks good. Slavkovsky does a loop. Back to the point. Slavkovsky looking good. For God's sakes, man. Gallagher out there on the power play. Morgan Riley gets to it. Can't clear it. Dobson on it. Dobson's going to find Suzuki. Suzuki, nice. Oh, Slavkovsky. That could have been another goal. He just whiffed on it. The pass might have been a little bit high for him. Slavkovsky, back to the point. Dobson. Not going to be a clean pass over to Nick Suzuki. He can't shoot that puck. It looked like he wanted to. Bumper pass. Another save. Joseph Wall. Slavkovsky. What a save by Wall. What a save. It's underneath his pad. Slavkovsky could have a hat trick here. It could be 9-0. Wall is making all the saves, man. All the saves is Joseph Wall. So you guys want to know why the Leafs were good last year? It's because we had goaltending like this from Wall or Stolarz, but you also had a team on front of you, right? So you're winning some games. You found the confidence. But Joseph Wall can't. It's 3-0, and he's had all these 10-bellers. What if we just got average goaltending here tonight? Be fucking 9-0. Be 9-freaking-0. We are getting 12-1 the shots this period. 12-1. And we still got 8 minutes to go. Oh, my God. They are just playing free. They're free-flowing right now, man. Johnny Wall, the only good Leaf in this game. Yep, that's it. That is it. Stolarz still isn't the same after being intentionally concussed by Bennett. I think Stolarz is fine. I think it's clear with Stolarz and why he signed the cheap deal when everyone thought it was going to be $4 or $5 million. Stolarz cannot be overworked. He does get injured. All right, Stolarz is way better playing at most 2 games a week. All right, the 3-4 games a week for Stolarz are not going to go. So if you got 3 games a week, 2 for Stoli, 1 for Wall. Next week, 3 games, 2 for Wall, 1 for Stoli. Over 2 weeks, they'd have 3 games played, right? It was absolutely the right thing to do. And so we had to expose Stolarz this year by playing him way too much, man. And you know how these hockey players are. They're warriors. Stolarz is probably playing through injuries, trying to be the man after what he said, right? And then he just made it worse for himself, so... Yeah, it's just, guys, I'm telling you, we're a bottom 5 team this year. I've watched hockey a long time in my life, right? The Leafs have skill. They have natural skill that will show itself every now and then. but they are slow. Our blue line is terrible. And it's also like the forwards playing defense is terrible. I don't want to just throw all the defensemen under the bus, right? Like, we don't get back. And so it's like we don't forecheck because we don't want to get caught up the ice. So it's one and done unless we cross the blue line with some space and we can use our skill. It's one and done unless we can get a power play goal, right? You're not going to win that 5v5. Quick little wraparound attempt there by Matheson. And we're just getting dominated. The 200-foot game, we're getting dominated, man. Quick shot again from the point. Montreal throwing everything on the net right now. Down low. Josh Anderson, quick. That's going to go in. Hey, la boo. You know what? There you go, right? I mean, it was coming. It was coming. Joseph Wall made like 4, 5, 10 bellers this period. I ain't throwing Joseph Wall under the bus. Berube, man, take Joseph Wall out of this game. All right? He shouldn't have to be subjected to this barrage, this artillery barrage that's happening right now. I would pull Joseph Wall and embarrass the entire team. Like, look what you did to this guy. I had to pull him in Hockey Night in Canada Saturday night against Montreal because you clowns won't show up. Don't leave Joseph Wall out there. That's a bit of a weak one, but I don't care, Joseph Wall. You already made so many good ones. It's just going to go in eventually. It's a great shot. That's a great shot. Pull him. Pull him. Get him out of there. To save him. I'm not saying pull him because it's his fault. I'm saying, Berube, you got to send a message to these players, dude. Oh, my God. Johnny Florian, Jack Guy, first point. Good job, Florian, Jack Guy. Good. Good. They're pulling Joseph Wall and Hildeby's in there. Good. Pull them. You fucking clowns. You idiots in Toronto. That's what you do to your goalie, huh? The guy who shows up, makes all these saves, that's what you do. That's the effort that you give us. Berube's shaking his head. He can't believe it. Good God, man. They pulled Wall. He was playing insane. Yeah, but trombone machine. We're down 4-0. What, you want Joseph Wall having to play out of his mind in a game that doesn't matter? No, you got to send a message. You got to send a message. Like, I'm not wasting our only goalie. I'm not wasting the one player that's actually showing up here in a game where you guys aren't playing. Hell no, man. Leaf fans, I'm pissed for you. Disgusting. APOC! APOC, are you watching what I'm watching? It's fucking atrocious. It should be 9-0. The passing that you guys are showing is incredible. We can't cover any passing lanes. We're slow as molasses. The locker room is broken. Berube, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not blaming Berube. Oh my God. Johnny, they still have 26 more minutes to play. I know. This is what I'm saying. I know, man. I mean, I'm loving it, but my God, the Leafs are brutal right now. It's okay, APOC. I'm loving it too, buddy. I'm loving it too. The only thing I want from the Toronto Maple Leafs at this point is a cup contention. And if we're not winning the Stanley Cup, then I want us to miss the playoffs because ultimately that will be the fastest path back to winning the playoffs. Gigantic changes. And the only way gigantic changes happen is if we have embarrassing moments in games and seasons like we're having right now, right? MLSE cannot ignore this. The league cannot ignore this. Leaf fans cannot ignore this. There has to be consequences. There has to be. So let us get back to the freaking draft position, man. Let's get Gavin McKenna. Let's get Verhoff. Let's get a 3rd or 4th overall pick. Let's get a top 5 pick. I just want to watch some younger players in Toronto. I'm sick of these guys. I'm sick of these guys, man. I'm sick of Nylander. I'm sick of Matthews. I'm sick of Tavares. And listen, they're great players, but like I've seen it. I've seen enough. Even though Johnny T is having a great season, he's making less than 5. I'm sick of this core. They're not going to win. Get rid of them all. Oh, my God. We're going to commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got anything you want me to watch? Send in anything you want. I don't give a shit. Knives is my favorite Leaf. Yeah, I want to watch Matt Knives. I want to watch Easton Cowan. Even Robertson, right? Like, I want a young team that plays a way that they all want to play. Like, this is a team that tried to get bigger, and we're just not that kind of team. We're a speedy, skilled team, but now we're not even fast, right? And we lost a lot of our skill losing it on Mitch Marner. So what are we right now? We're a team with no identity, a team with injuries, and a team that is paying players like Willie, like Austin, 11.5, 13. Willie's great. Offensively, he gets an A+. Defensively, he gets a fucking F. The guy's just coasting all around the ice. Worried more about what he's looking like for the games. I hate that William Nylander walk-off celebration when he scored in overtime. Like, dude, what the fuck are you celebrating about? You see what the Leafs are doing this year? This guy acting like he just won a Game 7 overtime goal, right? Terrible. And Austin Matthews, I mean, the best ability is availability. This guy has not been healthy now for, 2 years? and we don't even get a reason why. We don't get told what the injury is, how long he's going to be out. Like, we get lied to. Oh, it's day to day. Oh, it's week to week. Oh, it's long-term IR. Oh, he won't be back to the Olympics. Oh, he'll play through the Olympics. Oh, he was playing in the Olympics, but he was injured, so we're going to shut him down until 2027. You know that's going to come, Toronto. You know that's coming. The idea now is you got to hope that you get Gavin McKenna and come back with McKenna, Nylander, and Matthews, you know? Trade him. Get them all out of here, man. Get them all the fuck out of here. Good God. Tavares can stay because the fans like him and he's making cheap money now. We need something of a story. Send Austin Matthews to the New York Rangers. They need goal scoring, right? They're probably desperate enough to take on Austin Matthews. Now, Ranger fans, I'll trade you Austin Matthews for a Lafreniere, the defenseman Schneider, your prospect Perreault, and 2 first-round picks, all right? And we'll retain Austin Matthews at 50%. You want that? You want that hope? You want that hope? I'll take it, man. I don't care. I'll give them up. Give me some young players back. Good God almighty. LA Kings, you want Austin Matthews for Quinn Byfield and Brant Clark? Please? Please? I'm getting to the point where I just want to give him away for a bag of pucks. Ridiculous. Leafs really missing Mitchie Mitch right now. See, so Marner 93, without question, we're not as good as a team last year, and Marner would make us a better team. But if we had Marner on this team, you do realize that it's just the same old, right? You make the playoffs. Maybe you don't because the Leafs are terrible, but you make the playoffs just to lose in Game 7 first round or second round. So even with Mitch, you're talking about getting a little bit better, but not winning a Stanley Cup. And so I don't care about that. Mitch doesn't get us closer to the Stanley Cup. So it's just about expediting this rebuild, right? Like we just don't have it. We've never had it. The window was never open. It only took you 8 years to realize. I hear you. Tokyo, I hear you. I'm just defending the whole Mitch Marner situation. You know, people like to come in and say, are you missing Mitch Marner? For anyone who says that, you miss the whole point. Like, I'm so beyond Mitch Marner. Like, guys, we're a shit team. Mitch Marner doesn't just go to a shit team and turn them into a cup contender. Mitch Marner was on Toronto when we had a good team and we were in a cup contender, right? Like, it's not, we're broken from within. We're broken from, the foundation is broken. It's so hard to explain. Like, yeah, we're better with Mitch, but we're still, we're not winning a cup. And so, this is a bigger problem than just one player, man. This is shining a spotlight on what we have, dude. Like the signings that we went after, Joshua, Nick Waugh, we're not a big, heavy team. We don't want to play that way. We need to play with speed and skill off the rush, but we don't have the personnel to do that. And Tree Living tried to build the team for the Berube style, big and heavy defenders as well. Quick, easy save there by Tobich. I don't even care. I'm just ranting right now about the Toronto Maple Leafs. You tried to become something new because you thought you needed to be that in the playoffs, and now we don't have an identity. We have no defense. We have a bunch of slow guys, man. Johnny, we need a retool, to be honest. The Rangers aren't good enough, and I don't have depth. A Matthews would do us no good. I know, Hope. I'm just trying to fleece you guys. You know what I mean? Matthews is not going to help you guys win a Stanley Cup. He'll play 47 games in the season, and then he'll have 2 goals throughout the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, 2 empty netters, and be a no-show in Game 7s. I get you, Hope. I'm trying to fleece you right now. Johnny, this rant segment needs to be a video on its own. Well, Domsky, get to work. Drury would be convinced, no doubt. Well, Hope, I was thinking Captain America, right? You could probably fool the shit out of the New York Ranger fan base and management. Be just dangle Austin Matthews on front of him. This is your guy. This is Captain America. This is Mark Messier. This is the thing that you guys needed. You got Adam Fox on the blue line. You got your goalie Shesterkin. You need a true first-line center. Let it be Captain America, Austin Matthews, right? All he's missing is a good team around him. He's still in his 20s. You're going to have to pay a pretty penny. I would take Lafreniere. I would take Schneider, right-handed defenseman. I would take Perreault, prospect, and I would take 2 first-rounders. I'd be the greatest GM ever for the Toronto Maple Leafs, man. I'm glad I chose to watch the Oilers game instead of this. Barry Flippity-Flop, you can go fuck yourself, all right? How about that, buddy? Because I'm about to build Team Canada for the Olympics, and I'm not putting Bo Horvat or Matthew Schaefer in there, all right? Deal with it. Deal with douchebag. Schneider is the new scapegoat in New York for some reason. Hope, I don't even know if Schneider's good or not. I'm just right-handed defenseman who's 23, 24? I'll take him. We just need bodies. Lafreniere, maybe he can turn into something. Schneider, maybe he can be better than Carlo or Tanev, right? Fucking Perreault, I've heard good things about, and 2 first-rounders. You never know. John Zeddy scored. Zed scored. Let's go. Zetterland? Zetterland you talking about? 2-2. Let's go, Climax. Good job, man. Johnny, we need a Leafs rebuild series. Oh, my God. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm done doing Toronto Maple Leaf content, man. These Leaf streams are just becoming shit on Toronto streams now. They're going to get more viewers than the Leafs when we were playing good. What the fuck? We got like 500 people in here. The Leafs are losing. You douchebags, man. Oh, my God. Everyone shows up when we're losing. Every single time, man. If we were winning right now, I'd have like 250 viewers. God, if I was getting this kind of viewership, I'd keep the Leaf streams alive. Leafs are terrible. Can't wait for the playoffs, though, when we actually get to watch good... Oh, Max Domi, there you go, making a pass. Why do I got to watch this? I don't want to watch this anymore. There you go, Max Domi. Take a shot, blocked up and over. This is going to be the slowest goddamn 25 minutes of hockey we've seen in quite some time. Montreal is probably just going to go into professional mode right now. You know, Martin St. Louis. All right, guys, we got the 4 goals. Now it's time to shut it down. Everything in deep. Stay disciplined. Quick line changes, right? And keep your matchups. Mark your man. Do not do anything dumb. They don't need to do anything physical anymore, right? The early physicality was what got them going, and now they got the lead to show for it. So it's about boring hockey now. You know, you can actually get the Toronto Maple Leafs to just accept the loss by not firing them up with anything. Don't give them any easy offense. Don't give him any power plays, and don't give him any kind of, oh my God, Slavkovsky's passes, man. The one thing I'll say about Montreal, if I could describe them in one word, passing. Montreal, is that a fair observation? Your passing is unbelievable. I can't even tell who's making the passes half the time because the puck is on and off your stick so quickly. You know what I mean? Whether it's Kapanen, whether it's friggin' Demidov, whether it's Suzuki or Slavkovsky or Caulfield, you guys are making these crisp passes so damn quickly. The passing of Montreal is such a treat to watch here. Nylander. What are you going to do, Willie? Over to, ooh, nice little pass there. And it's in the net. Well, plan the parade, Toronto. Let the comeback begin. Why are you talking shit, Oliver Ekman-Larsson? What, did Oliver Ekman-Larsson just talk crap to that Montreal Canadian player? Yeah, we got one. Yeah, we got one. Looking like Adam Banks in D2 against Iceland in a 12-1 game, bitching. Oh, you kidding me, man? Nylander, Easton Cowan, no look. That's not a backhander. Quick shot on the net, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson walking off like he actually did something. Unbelievable. Look at John Tavares going to the hard areas of the net, still doing his job. John Tavares then. Does John Tavares and Noah Dobson have some history? Did they play together in New York at all? Because after that goal, John Tavares kind of spun around and gave a shot there to Noah Dobson. Is that something, Barry? Is that something? No, they never played together. Okay. I was just wondering. I didn't know how the years added up there. Johnny, 7 people left since the Leafs scored. Fucking hell. The Leafs got a goal, all of a sudden. Oh, no, I got to get out of here. Johnny's turning positive again. Listen, I'm not getting positive, right? I'm going to continue to shit on the Toronto Maple Leafs all year long. These Toronto Maple Leaf streams are now going to be 3 hours of Johnny ranting on the Leafs. All right? That's what we're going to do. Stream the Habs. You will get bigger numbers. I might have to, man. Come the playoffs, I'm going to be streaming the Habs with the Senators. One Eastern Conference Canadian team. The Western teams, I don't mind following them, but those games are late, man, you know? A 10 o'clock start time or a 9 o'clock start time, going to freaking midnight, going to 11, that's pretty rough. Look how fast they are. They dump it in. Jake Evans gets to it first. No problem. Nylander, what are you going to do, Willie? Puck on your stick. There you go. Willie, did he do that on purpose? Maybe he did that on purpose, but, man, can't even make a breakout pass. Willie can't even make a breakout pass to Morgan Riley. Yeah, Montreal got the penalty. All right, so you know what? Maybe Willie spotted the too many men and just fired it at their bench. All right, I'll take that back, Willie. Let's see. Nah, Willie was trying to hit him with a pass. Nah, never mind. I looked at the replay. Willie got bailed right there. Willie got bailed, man. And the Leafs are getting bailed right now, too. Too many men on the ice. The referees. Oh, shit. This is a revenue game. This is a sponsorship game. Our ratings are through the roof right now. We got to get the Toronto Maple Leafs back into this. This is our juggernaut for revenue. in Ontario. We got to make sure the Leafs are playing well, right? Well, make sure we play well next year by giving us Gavin McKenna or Verhoff. I'll take him, all right? We need a first or second overall pick this year, Toronto. This is bad, dude. This is bad, dude. This is so fucking bad. All right, so power play for Toronto. Let's see what we can do. Can we get back in this game? And the Leafs are going to just send a pass all the way back into their own zone. Good job there, John Tavares and Morgan Riley. 134, 133, 132, 131, 130 left here in the second period. Easton Cowan stripped at the red line by Jake Evans, and he'll send it back in. Good job there, Easton Cowan. Yeah, just keep on deking up the middle, buddy, getting stripped off that puck. Morgan Riley. John Tavares leaves it there for Willie. All right, Willie, what are you going to do, bud? Plays it up to John Tavares. Riley. Going to play it over to, is that Cowan? Cowan, nice feed. Tavares, quick shot. He's going to miss the net, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. Johnny T can't even hit the target. Dobson's first career game was in 2019. Tavares was well into his tenure with the Leafs at that point. Okay, got it. Just wondering. Just because I noticed that there was some extracurricular activities there after that goal by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Oliver Bum-Larsson. Oh, my God. All right, 43 seconds left here in the second period. Look at Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson now all of a sudden playing like he should be playing, getting a good chance off. Robertson going to find Domi. John, you going to start drinking in the third? No, I'm going to be professional for you guys. I'll start drinking after the game. Not going to do it before. Max Domi twisting and turning. Quick shot there by Max Domi. Good save by Dobish. Making that save off his blocker up and over. 17 seconds left here in the second period. Can the Leafs turn this back into a 2-goal game? This second period, man. This second period, man. We got absolutely obliterated. Some incredible hockey by one team or some terrible hockey by one team, right? Maybe a little bit of both, but Montreal... It's been a while since I've seen a game like that where we got dominated. It's one thing to get dominated by Florida in the playoffs where they're just playing in the offensive zone. I've never seen, or I can't remember the last time I saw a period with that kind of passing. Crisp on and off your stick passing. That was crazy in the first 8 minutes, man. That was insane what we were watching in the first 8 minutes of that second period. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the second intermission now. Let us build Team Canada using Puckpedia, all right? So hang on a second. Let me get it. Puckpedia.com. Let's see if we can get some fun stuff going here, all right? So I'll leave the chat. No, actually, I got to get rid of the chat just so you guys can see everything. Wait, let me see what it looks like. Let me see what it looks like. Hang on. No, I can't find it. Yeah, let me go full screen. You guys want full screen? It's got to be full screen. Yeah, it's got to be full screen. Damn, these commercials at the bottom, man. I'll see what it looks like when we actually start it, all right? Let me just, damn it. Hang on, I got to see the chats. There you go. Full screen? Yeah, I got it. I just can't see the chats if I don't have this up. All right. So if anyone wants to do this, the website is puckpedia.com, right? Click on it. Then you go, where am I going? PuckGM. Click on PuckGM. Go down here to create a team. All right. The roster name. We're going to go Team Canada. I'm going to select Team Canada right there. Custom roster. I'm not a robot. All right. The Toronto Maple Leafs are a bunch of bots right now, but I am not a robot. And here we go. Let us create Team Canada together based on what we've seen so far in the NHL season, right? So there's a lot of different things that you can do for Team Canada. I think the forward core is the interesting one. The blue line and the goaltenders, that's going to be pretty straightforward. But I'm going to build this team my way. I'm going to have some fun here, all right? You can do a lot of things. You can build it professional. You can bring the young guns. You can go big and heavy and throw some body checks. The first thing we're going to start with is my boy, Nathan MacKinnon, and Connor McDavid. Now, you could split these guys up. But this is a unique opportunity, right? This Olympics, this guy's going to be 30 or 31. McDavid, 28, 29. Another 4 years, all of a sudden they're 34 and 32. I want these two guys playing on the same line. Now, they can win faceoffs, but there are better faceoff takers out there. Imagine a line. Connor McDavid on the left, Nathan MacKinnon on the right, and down the middle, he's having a great game. Where is he? Oh, I didn't spell it right. Oh, damn it, man. Nick Suzuki, ladies ladies and gentlemen, right? The way I think about this, he can win faceoffs, Nick Suzuki. I'm watching a game right now. The playmaking is there. He can just take care of the defensive side of the thing, give the puck up to Connor McDavid and Nate McKinnon. Let that line just go off, man. I'd love to see my boy Nate McKinnon and Connor McDavid actually playing together. So we're going to keep that together as a first line. The next thing we're going to do, we are going to show respect to the Florida Panthers. They just seem to get it done in big games, right? So Brad Marchand on the left, Sam Bennett, who can also win some faceoffs down the middle, and Mr. Big Game goal scorer, Sam Reinhart, right? How many game winners is this guy freaking scoring? I don't know if they want to be the second line, third line, fourth line. In fact, Team Canada, they're just going to rock whatever line's playing well. But big game when it matters, Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, and Sam Reinhart. Play them together, right? Now, the next line, we're going to show some support here for I don't know if he's going to be the captain. I don't know if they're going to hand it off to McDavid, but Sid the Kid Crosby, 38 years of age, Sidney Crosby, my third line center. Now, here's where it gets a lot of fun, right? I'm just going to go nuts with it. Crosby, I know he might be higher up in the lineup, and maybe we put the Florida lineup down here. Don't worry about first, second, or third line. It's just the line combinations, right? With Crosby, I'm going to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sort by NHL only. I'm going to sort by the highest points in the league. I'm bringing Macklin Celebrini and Connor Bedard to play alongside of Sid the Kid. Imagine that line. Give these youngins a chance to perform. They get to carry the speed, carry the skill, carry that energy. Let Crosby do all the right things down low below the goal line, make the right passes to Macklin and Connor Bedard. That could be an electric third line right now, man. That could be absolutely fantastic. But by bringing the young players like Connor Bedard, like Macklin Celebrini, you're really leaving out a lot of other players that kind of deserve to be there, right? Especially considering that they were at Four Nations. So if we just sort by points, right, NHL only, let's go to forwards. If I can't go, all right, I'll just search by forwards. Mark Scheifele, right? Should he be there? John Tavares. I don't think John Tavares is going to get there. Maybe if Crosby goes down with an injury, don't think he's going to get there. Bo Horvat having a pretty good year, 25 points, 22 games played. I know he's great at faceoffs, plus 13. You need a penalty killer. Let me throw Bo Horvat in there, right? Morgan Geekie. Are you going to go with Morgan Geekie from Boston? The guy's got 16 goals. How are you going to choose Morgan Geekie over like a Tom Wilson, though? This is the problem with the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? Mitch Marner, he deserves to be in there. Let's get Braden Point. He deserves to be in there, right? If we just search based on AAV, Drew Doughty, Jonathan Huberdeau, Evan Bouchard, we'll take care of defensemen in a second. Mark Stone, he deserves to be there. Matthew Barzal, Makar Hamilton, Travis Konechny, he was there in Four Nations, so we'll throw him in there. Wyatt Johnson, I'll throw him in there just because some people are going to say he should be there. Robert Thomas, I've heard a lot out of the St. Louis Blues, so I'll throw him in there. I don't know about Jordan Kyrou. I think he got scratched a few times this year. Sean Couturier, Alexei Lafreniere, Seth Jarvis could be there as well. And given the fact that it's John Cooper, let's go Anthony Cirelli and Hagel right here. All right. Now, it would be kind of nice to see some other younger players like a Quinn Byfield, but down the middle, I don't think he's the greatest face-off taker. And, man, he's been overtaken by Celebrini and Bedard, right? I want Nick Suzuki in there. Definitely a lot of different combinations, but look at the center depth, right? Look at the center depth. So let me just move down Scheifele and all these other centers just so we know the players that I want to use. If that's my top 9, who is going to fill out the next one? So I think you got to use Mitch Marner in there just because of penalty killing and the defensive side of the defensive side of things. He can definitely, who are going to be your penalty killers here? Nick Suzuki with Marner on the first line penalty kill. I know Brad Marchand can kill some penalties. Do you want to give the young guys a chance to kill some penalties in there? Bedard and Macklin Celebrini. So I'll throw Mitch Marner. Who should be Mitch Marner's center? What about like a Bo Horvat, right? Are you going to bring Bo Horvat? Are you just going to do something simple as like an Anthony Cirelli and a Hagel? Is that it? Is that it, right? Like, I don't know. And you can do a lot of different different combinations with this. Like, if you want Crosby up there instead of Nick Suzuki, you can do that. If you want Sam Reinhart on a line with McKinnon and McDavid, and then you can move up Mitch Marner with Sam Bennett and Brad Marchand because Marner's set up Bennett. Like, there's so many different combinations here. I'm just trying to do something fun, trying to stick to what I got. So Hagel, Cirelli. What about Mark Scheifele, right? Does Scheifels get the chance to play? Mark Stone is a big game player. I think I want Mark Stone in there. So if you got Mitch Marner, Mark Stone playing from Vegas, who should be the last center? Braden Point Johnston. Let's go Robert Thomas. Let's throw him in there. All right? So there's my forward core, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Defensively should be a lot easier. So let's just sort by defense right now. Let's go to points. All right? And Cale Makar has got to go there. If Cale Makar is in there, we're going to go with Devon Taves. All right? There you go. 1, 2. Who are some obvious choices? Was Josh Morrissey in Four Nations or was he injured? I think he was injured, but he's got to be an obvious choice, Josh Morrissey, right? Matthew Schaefer. I love the idea of Matthew Schaefer. I just watched this guy play, and he just looks like a star. I know he's young, but I'm throwing him in there. The problem for Matthew Schaefer is that there's so many lefty Canadians, right? If he was a righty, I think he's in there without question. If we sort by AAV, Drew Doughty, I'm going to throw him in there just because. Veteran, the right-handed shot, they might want him. Evan Bouchard. I think that's a big no, Evan. I think that is a big no for Evan Bouchard. But I'll do my due diligence. I'll add him in the lineup just in case, right? Noah Dobson, like maybe you go with these younger guys, these right-handed players. I don't know. Dougie Hamilton, Jacob Chikrin. They're not going to bring Owen Power. Morgan Riley, no way. Shea Theodore, even though there's no Alex Pietrangelo, he's got to be considered, right? Colton Parayko, he was in there with Four Nations. I got to throw him in there. Travis Sanheim, maybe. Who is the guy who just got signed? Dallas. It was Thomas Harley, right? Harley's got to be considered in there as well. So with all of those freaking names that were already up to 10 defensemen, for God's sakes. So if I go Devon Taves, Cale Makar, Josh Morrissey, who does Josh Morrissey play with? What the hell? Who does Josh Morrissey play with? Is it Dylan DeMello? Oh my God, I'm going to do something stupid. Dylan DeMello is Canadian. I'm throwing DeMello in there. Are we going Dylan DeMello alongside of Josh Morrissey? Right? No, there's no way we can do that. I'll put him in the lineup just because I know in the past Canada likes putting defensive partners alongside of one another. But who could play the right side here? Evan Bouchard, I'm putting you down the list. How about Colton Parayko with Josh Morrissey, right? What about Shea Theodore with Josh Morrissey? Because Theodore can play the right side. Let's go with Shea Theodore and Josh Morrissey, right? Matthew Schaefer and Colton Parayko. Matthew Schaefer and Drew Doughty. Matthew Schaefer and Thomas Harley, right? It's so many lefties on this team, so I don't know how to do it. I want Matthew Schaefer in there. Let me try Matthew Schaefer and Drew Doughty, right? You gotta... Drew Doughty, maybe not. You know, Colton Parayko, there you go. Drew Doughty could replace Matthew Schaefer if necessary, and then you can move Parayko up. Drew Doughty over here. Shea Theodore could play. You could do that, right? With then Schaefer as your guy ready to go on the outside looking in, but still, I want him in there. I want him in there, man. So I'll throw Colton Parayko, Drew Doughty right down there. And then the goaltender situation. Goalies are pretty easy for me. We got to throw in Binnington. Carey Price. All right, I'm throwing Carey Price in there. Jordan Binnington, Logan Thompson, and who's got the most wins? Scott Wedgwood from the freaking Colorado Avalanche. The guy's 12-1, 223 goals against with a save percentage of .930. I'm throwing him in there, baby. I'm throwing him in there. So our goaltenders, man, if we had Carey Price back there, it would look pretty good. That ain't happening. So are we going to go just with Binner again, just because of the experience? 2019 Stanley Cup Finals, Four Nations. He looked good. May not have had the numbers, but he made the saves when it was necessary, right? Like overtime. Scott Wedgwood, if Colorado continues to play the way they've been playing, I'm going to put Binner up there. Maybe Wedgwood number 2, right? So what do you guys think about my team Canada? McDavid, McKinnon with Suzuki. I want those two guys playing together, and I just need like a young defensive center to bring it all together. The Florida line, Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, Reinhart, they could be trusted to do anything out there. The fun young gun with Crosby line, Celebrini, Crosby, Bedard, and then kind of just trying to figure out who else you should throw in there, right? Tom Wilson, do you bring him? Mark Stone, Robert Thomas, Mitch Marner. You got Braden Point, Konechny, Hagel, Wyatt Johnson, Cirelli, Jarvis, Horvat, Scheifele. You got so many choices. And then defensively, Devon Taves, Cale Makar, Josh Morrissey, Shea Theodore, Matthew Schaefer, Colton Parayko, with Harley not in there, Sanheim, Bouchard. I'm sorry, Evan. I almost said Devin. He might as well be Devin Bouchard. Dylan DeMello, Drew Doughty, and in the net, Binnington, Wedgwood, and Thompson. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I think this Canada team could win a gold medal. Yeah, baby. All right. What did you guys think? How much time we got? 3 minutes left. I'm looking at the chat now. What do you guys think? There's a lot of right-handed defensemen they can choose from as well. Johnny, you forgot Darcy Kemper. Kemper from the LA Kings? Yeah, he could be in there, man. Guys, I'm just having fun here. I'm just creating a hockey-themed intermission show. All right? You could do so many things with Team Canada, right? It could be so many things. I'm happy John isn't Canada's head coach. What the F is that lineup? What did you guys not like about my lineup? What did you guys not like about it? Give me the criticism. Don't just slander me. What did you not like about it? Tom Wilson should be in there. Tom Wilson could absolutely be in there. All right, I'm not taking away anything from Tom Wilson, but that's where a guy like Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini, like if they're on the team, man, that's two big spots, right? So if you wanted to go Robert Thomas with a Tom Wilson, hang on a second, skater, Tom Wilson, you could do that, right? You could do Tom Wilson, Robert Thomas, and I don't know, you could go, like Seth Jarvis in there, right? Braden Point even, just, you got to hope that Braden Point can just turn it on, right? Like, there's so many different things that you could do. There are arguably too many options. I agree, Braden Hopebeast. It'd be nice if some of our forwards were defenders or goaltenders, right? Canada has so many choices, it's really hard to narrow it down unless you're a professional. Also, Barry, it's like, what kind of team do you want to have out there? Do you want to have a speedy, quick team? Do you want a big, heavy team? Like, it's not just about which players are the best, in your opinion. It's about what style you're looking to play, right? Thomas over Johnson has to be a troll. If you want Wyatt Johnston over Robert Thomas, you can do that. I really like the face-offs for Robert Thomas, and I was trying to think about, like, okay, if you got Crosby, I'm putting McKinnon and McDavid on the wing. I kind of want some defensive centers, right? Sam Bennett, he can win some face-offs. We know Crosby can whip him back. Nick Suzuki can do it. And also, I know Bo Horvat can win face-offs. I know Robert Thomas can win face-offs. I don't know about Scheifele or anything. Okay, why is Stone even in this conversation? Mark Stone, if he's not healthy, then so be it. But Mark Stone is a big game player, guys. In Vegas, he's won a Stanley Cup. I could see them choosing Mark Stone easily. Not even a question. Like, if he's healthy, 100% he'll be there. Suzuki should 100% make the team, but where's Sid? Sid is on the third line. Well, again, guys, the lines could be anything, but I got the two youngins, Celebrini and Bedard alongside of Crosby. I think that could just be so much fun. Oh my God. Yeah, I want to leave the freaking website, all right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be back for the third period where the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to continue to get absolutely slaughtered by the Montreal Canadiens, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, back at it for this shell-shocking performance right now. Sorry about that. The audio is off. There you go. So what you guys think about my team roster, for Team Canada roster? There's never anything that you can do to satisfy everyone when you do something like this, man. I knew I was going to piss somebody off. Robert Thomas, Johnny, really? I was just trying to satisfy some Blue fans, man. Johnny, add Shane Pinto to the roster for Team USA. Shane Pinto on Team USA, huh? I don't know if it's, I don't know if it won't happen, but America has kind of that same issue, right? They are very deep. Where are they deepest? I think they're deepest on the blue line. I'm trying to think of their centers. Matthews, Eichel. They got Larkin. Oh, no, they got Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson's going to play the wing, though. Man, I don't know, Climax. If Batherson is a center down the middle for the Americans in the Olympics. We'll see, though, right? We'll see. Johnny, did you hear about the OHL player who got suspended for the year? No, I didn't. Hope. What happened? I don't know what's going on with Quebec hockey. No players would be in the lineup. Getting our asses kicked by the toilet seats. The toilet seats? I've never heard that before. The Montreal Canadiens logo is a toilet seat? Oh, damn. Johnny, that OHL thing was really bad. What'd he do? Like, really bad. Walked the guy in the face? Oh, are you guys talking about the guy who slashed somebody in the head with the stick? I did see that. The dude used his stick as a weapon against someone's... I did see that. The Donald Brashear moment, huh? Oh, man. Nice feed. John Tavares, quick shot. Nice job by Lane Hudson to get his stick in the shooting lane. Ha ha ha, pun intended. He did him McSorley, Johnny. Watch the video, John. It was disturbing. All right, if you guys want to send me the clip for the first intermission or the first commercial break, that'll be happening in 5 minutes once we pass the 14-minute mark, ladies and gents. But we're here just to see if the slaughter continues or to see if Toronto's got a little bit of pushback, but I don't want any pushback. Vio Noob! Sorry, buddy, I didn't even see that 33 minutes ago. Thanks again for the 2027 first rounder for Scott Lawton. Listen, Vio Noob, listen, you little dirty bastard. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Breakaway. Caulfield, a slap shot right there. That thing is going to miss the net. They're taking slap shots on breakaways. They can do whatever the hell they want. Who is number 76 on freaking Montreal? That is outrageous. Bold Duke is 76? Wasn't that Subban's number or was Subban 72? Oh, wait. No, he was 76, wasn't he? How is fucking... They're giving up... What? They didn't retire PK Subban's? PK was 76. That is crazy, man. I guess PK Subban was maybe 10 years ago with Montreal, so all right, fine, fair enough. Just watched it. Damn, he should be charged with assault for that. Yeah, certain things on the ice, even though it's a physical game, if you go past a certain limit, you can absolutely bring the law into it, right? And that's not something that you want, man. No way you're going to retire Subban. Well, maybe not retire him, but show him a little bit of respect, man. You got to be like a superstar to take that number. It's like the guy taking 81 with Toronto. It's like, why? Why? Leaf fans still remember. And I'm sure Montreal fans still remember PK. Price is next in the red. They better not give up. What's Carey Price's number? 31? Was it 31? 30. Carey Price, 30. Gotta be 31. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, man. There's no way there was a 2 or a 0 in there. Yeah, 31. All right, I thought so. Thought so. At least I got that one right. Yeah, my hockey knowledge from the 2010s. That's when it's at its peak, man. I can't remember anything anymore, dude. It's terrible. Ekman Larson, quick shot. Like all these players' numbers and which teams they played for. Oh, it's brutality. It really is. Price will be retired. Okay, good. Wow, the Leafs are in the O-zone right now. Nah, Montreal is just going through the motions. They know they got the lead in this game. They just got to keep it professional. Leafs ain't going to get anything done, right? Another goal incoming for Montreal. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be like a 5-1, 6-2 game. Something like that. Back to the point. Struble will dump that puck in. Gallagher, back to the point. Dangerous pass right there. It does get through. Shot on the net. Good block in front. Davidson. There you go. All right, Dakota Joshua. No speed, no skill. Right back into the defensive end. Look at this guy now, man. Who's number 90? That's Joe Veleno. He's looking confident out there. How could you not look confident against these Toronto Maple Leafs? They're absolutely terrible. There goes Robertson. Robertson across the blue line. Sends that puck in. Bounces off the back wall. Instantly out into the neutral zone. Picked up by John Tavares, though. Tavares trying to take it around Joe Veleno. Can't do it. There's Willie now. Trying to dig away. Willie, what are you going to do, buddy? I wonder how long before the Toronto Maple Leaf star players give up on this game, right? That one goal that gets them back in it. Now they got to have a good shift to start this period, but every shift that passes and they don't get a goal, they will start to lose that motivation. Easton Cowan now. He's going to play it back to OEL on the net. That's going to hit the post. The Leafs having a good shift right here. Haven't seen one of these the whole game, it seems like. An extended shift in the offensive zone before Oliver Ekman-Larsson throws it away with one of his shitty passes. Oh, my God, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And look, Willie can't get out of the fucking O-zone. Slow bastard. Lazy Willie just coasting back. He's still at the goddamn circle when we go offside trying to counterattack, man. Holy shit, Willie. My God, man. The puck left the offensive zone, so Willie's legs left him. I don't need to hustle to get back, man. I'll just coast all the way to the bench. Oh, wait, we could have counterattacked and I'm still in the offensive zone? Oh, you hate to see it. Guarantee you, Willie was coasting back because he saw Oliver Ekman-Larsson have that shitty fucking pass at the blue line. He's like, why do I even have to try here? You know what I mean? I told you, one shift at a time. As things don't go our way, we will lose the motivation to hustle. And that's when Montreal will have us. And you just saw it right there with William Nylander. My God, man. Michelli. He ain't going to do shit with it. Anderson flips that puck in. Mermis twisting and turning. Hang on, boys. I'll be right back. I got to check something.
Long shot. Ekman-Larsson and Benoit on the move.
All right, boys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh, my God. Let me blow my nose. Shut up, you idiots. Had nothing to do with blowing my nose. Johnny, the audio was on. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Oh, shit. Johnny, you didn't miss much, thank God. Woo! Fuck, man. Fucking hell. You didn't miss much. My bad, man. I had to just check something really quickly. I was hearing noises and I'm like, man, it would be really bad if there was like some sort of home invasion and my dumbass is like, it'll be fine, and I'm up here freaking doing a commentary of a Leaf game. And once that thought enters my mind, just check it, you dumbass. So I had to check. We're good, though. We're all good. Back and rejuvenized. Shut up! I swear! Paranoid? No, not no, it's not ghosts, you idiot! You need a gun, Johnny. Shut up. Fucking idiots. Oh, my God. All right, enough. We never know in Canada in 2025. This Montreal team would destroy my men's league team. The fact Leafs only down by 3 is impressive. Matt Min, I don't know how to pronounce your name there, buddy. I don't know if you've watched the whole game. We should have been way down more. Way down more, man. The fact that we're only down by 3, that's Joseph Wall, buddy. We were down by 4 and we got 1 back. But it could have been 5-0, 6-0. The first 5 minutes of the second period, Joseph Wall stood on his head. So, Habs passing is so good tonight. Covey 27, you are watching the same game that I'm watching because it's on and off their stick, man. Speed with passing. You know what I mean? Instead of skating with the puck on your stick, you're just moving it, trusting your teammates, moving it, right? Like, they're so fast. So fast, man. Why do people always add Johnny to other people's messages, you goof? I don't even know what you're saying. Johnny, thoughts on Noah Dobson this game? Well, he's got 2 goals, right? So, and first time ever he's got 2 goals in his career. Slavkovsky, I've noticed Slavkovsky here tonight, which is kind of pathetic. Toronto Maple Leafs are just playing like shit. But like I said, we're at the point of the game now where Montreal's got to feel like we've done our job. All right, we got the goals. We're not going to continue to try to pour it on just 1 minute at a time. 1 shift at a time and bring it home, right? They've been suffering as well. Both teams over the last 7 games, both teams have a record of 1-4-2. And when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Leafs haven't won in regulation in 7 games. And if we lose here tonight, which it looks like we are going to lose, that's going to push that to 8 games. Now imagine calling yourself a playoff contender or a cup contender when you can't win a single time in regulation over 8 games. Easton Cowan, nice try, buddy. Jeez, that toe drag backhander. Easton Cowan is on the brink of scoring some really nice goals, man. Remember the one, was it Binnington, St. Louis? Another shot by Cowan right there. Montreal, they're starting to look a little bit anxious in their own zone, trying to make some moves. Look at Cowan, huh? Look at Cowan. Shadow quips, you saw that too. That toe drag backhander was nice. I like what I see from Easton Cowan. He's going to be good. He's not going to just save us this year, but like I like to see what Matt Nyes is doing. Keep him. Sign him long term. I like to see what Easton Cowan's doing. Sign him long term. Nick Robertson, I don't know about just yet, but I do think there is a future with Robertson if you can find the right setup, the right lines. I like his hustle. For a smaller guy, he actually throws the body, right? Like I want to see the Leafs just get young again. We need to draft heavy, and we need to bring in younger players, and we need to play them. Enough with these overpaid, quote-unquote superstars. And you know what I was thinking about earlier today with the Toronto Maple Leafs? It's kind of sad, like with the Core 4 era. Like imagine Mitch Marner's a part of this conversation as well. These guys, you know, they demand all this money. They think of themselves so highly in this league. And yeah, they're all-stars. They're elite players. They're superstars. They're point producers. They're award winners. But guess what? All those Core 4 players are not champions. Marner is not a champion. Matthews is not a champion. Nylander's not a champion. And now they're getting into their 30s, still making top dollar, still acting like they're, you know, some of the best players in the NHL. They might be. They might have, you know, all the friggin' awards at the end of the day, except for the Stanley Cup. They are not champions, man. Johnny, do you believe in ghosts? I don't know. I believe in my own ignorance and stupidity, right? So, if you start talking about ghosts, people will call you crazy, people will call you a conspiracy theorist, but I'm always open to new information changing my mind. If all of a sudden tomorrow we prove that ghosts do exist, I'd believe it, right? So I don't know, man. Look at this little play by Cowan. Oh my goodness gracious. I definitely believe in more than what we see on front of us, without question. There's more to this existence than just what we experience. The slash was like the French guillotine. Oh my God. Johnny is the weird neighbor you have as a kid. Weird neighbor you have as a kid. Why am I weird? What did I do wrong? Hope Nashty's sending me in something. What are you sending me in, Hope? Oh, shit. Is this the OHL thing? All right, hang on. Hang on. Oh, man, I got to make sure to do this right. Don't want to laugh. Don't want to do anything disrespectful. All right, so if you haven't seen this, maybe look away. I don't know how bad it is. OHL suspends Brampton Steelheads Luke Dragusica indefinitely for slash to the head of Oshawa's Blasig. Oh, my God. Here we go. What the hell happened? Bodies behind the net.
Dragusica goes down behind the net.
Oh, my God. For fuck's sakes, man. Well, there goes that hockey career. What happened? Okay, so it was the guy in white who whacked the guy in red. This guy right here? Okay. So it starts, I'm not defending it at all, right? But this guy gets hit from this guy and then gets hit from behind. So he gets like double body check. That one probably hurt. Head first into the boy. That's a pretty devastating double body check on this guy, right? So he's hurt. You get head down in the ground. He's hurt. But now anger kicks in. You go from being hurt to being mad. And A lot of people, man, when they start to get this angry, they can't just freaking hold back. And then this guy also, instead of looking at him and fighting, he's turned away like he's trying to escape. And this guy's just like, fight. He loses all. Oh, my God, buddy, you can't do that. So that goes beyond the referees. That goes beyond the game. That's assault, right? That could be an assault charge, right? That's brutal. That is brutal, man. That's not cool. That is not. I hope the guy's all right who got hit in the head. Do we know any information about the guy who got hit? Is he all right? Is he all right, or checked him on the ground after that too? Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. The anger took over, right? Like the anger just took over, and he just, like, I've seen it all throughout my life, man. Guys and girls. Some people, when you tweak them, when they finally get to that level, they just lose all control. You guys ever known someone in your life, guy or girl, that when you push them too far, they say the wildest shit? Like all of a sudden, everyone's joking around, and then something is said that they just don't like. They feel like they've been embarrassed, and they just fire back with the nastiest shit. Like, they escalate like crazy. You know what I mean? I've seen guys, not girls, get violent, but I've seen guys, like, all of a sudden you're just joking around, and one joke goes too far, and all of a sudden the tables flip. There's glass bottles being flung everywhere, and guys are screaming at the top of the lungs, what the hell just happened, man? I've never been one of those people. I've always been very measured. I've always liked to think that I have my emotions in check. And so when I look at something like that, I think to myself, wow, that is a fucking maniac. What's he doing? You know, but you got to have the ability to see it from someone else's perspective. Some people, I think, just lose their minds, right? And they can't control themselves. And I'm not making excuses for them, because you got to learn that lesson in life. But fuck, man. Johnny's seen some shit. The high school I went to, crazy shit happened, man. Johnny being performative for the cameras. Yeah, because I got a camera on me right now, douchebag. It's Panda. How's that being performative for the cameras? You freaking dumbass. It's called a microphone. God. The guy who got hit played the next game. Okay, good. Good. That's why you got the helmets on, right? Hell yeah. Johnny, is Hellebuck a Hall of Famer already? I would say yes, just because I think if you win a Hart Trophy as a goalie, that's like an auto Hall of Fame. Like, how many goalies have won the Hart? You know what I mean? Especially in the modern NHL. And the fact that he's also having himself a career where he's having consistency throughout the regular season, maybe not the playoffs. Yeah, I think Helly's already, that Hart Trophy as a goalie, man. Jose Theodore won a Hart and isn't in the Hall of Fame. Jose didn't have a career, though. He had, I'm trying to think back. Like, Montreal wasn't dominating when Jose was there. He had one good year. Trying to think about the rest of his... Connor Hellebuck's had, like, multiple Vezinas, hasn't he? How many Vezinas did Jose Theodore have? Did he just have that one? Like, in the 1 year that he won the Hart? You can't... If he won the Hart, he definitely won the Vezina. Playing it through. Jose Theodore. Oh, here we go. I told you guys. Dakota Mermis and Gallagher. I told you guys. Here we go. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to start throwing a temper tantrum. Now, where was this fight earlier, Toronto, when it met? Now Bobby McMahon and Scott Laughton are tag teaming somebody. For God's sakes. For God's sakes, Toronto. You make me want to puke. This fake toughness, man. Scott Laughton, you bum. Going after friggin', who is that? Davidson with Bobby McMahon. Oh, my God. Oh, hey, John, I've been tuned into your stream pretty much the whole time there while watching my Oilers. There would be no other way I would choose to spend my Saturday night. Let's go, Zachary. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Price won, but got rejected the first time. Carey Price got rejected for the Hall of Fame? Well, I'm not going to put that as a standard. You're either in or you're out. I don't care if it takes you 3 or 4 times. Whatever. They got to find a way to keep it, you know. They can't just let all the best players in every year. They got to make sure that they have international players, maybe CHL players. You know, they got to have female players. They got to have commentators. Like, they got to fill up the rest of the card. They can't just have all the top picks. You got to save your headliners for every single year, right? Like the whole who was put into the Hall of Fame this year? Was Botterill put in? Jennifer Botterill? Like, no one thinks that she's better than like an NHL player, but you gotta take into account more than just the NHL, right? It's the Hockey Hall of Fame. So, Jumbo Joe. Yeah, there you go. Only way Toronto comes back is if we pull a Maple Leaf meltdown from 2013. Guys, Leaf fans. Guys, Leaf fans. Stop with the copium. We used to be able to think all we have to do is win one more game. All you have to do is win that Game 7. All you have to do is beat Florida. I even said it. We were the second best team in the NHL. I defended us in our playoff runs where we had to face tough teams like Tampa, like Florida, like Boston, and we got beaten Game 7, right? This is a year where I'm not defending them at all. They're shit, guys. They're not one win away. They're not one or two pieces away. They're bordering on a rebuild. Like, a retool might not be enough for Toronto. They're bordering on a rebuild, man. They need to be like the Rangers, miss the playoffs this year, and get back Alexei Lafreniere or something like that. I'm telling you. This is the Leafs. If you still think there's a chance for them this year, you're just not watching them play. You're just watching the highlights. You're watching the box scores afterwards. You're not actually watching them play. They cannot make a pass. There is no speed, all right? They can't make a pass to speed up the game. They can't skate to take control of the game. And they can't help out their goaltender. Last year, we weren't giving up odd man rushes. This year, it's like a breakaway a period, multiple 2-on-1s. Stop it, man. Leafs media needs to chill out on the team. What's Leafs media saying? Botterill, Chara, Decker, Keith, McGillney, and Thornton. There you go. Maybe they're in a slump, Johnny. BT Habs, I appreciate you trying to put a positive spin on it. A slump isn't 20-something games long. BT Habs, we haven't had a single game where we've been dominant from beginning to end. Not even against a shit team. Like, that Calgary game was the closest thing, and we still had moments where we didn't look good, and that's Calgary. That's the worst team in the NHL, so we look okay against the worst team in the NHL? How have we looked here tonight against Montreal? I can't think of any offensive chances. And what I saw from Montreal there in the second period, that is a team. And we look like the team that gets beat. We're the cannon fodder, all right? We're the first liners that get shot up so that the second liners can come in, or the first wave so that gets shot up so the second wave can come in and win. We're the cannon fodder, ladies and gentlemen. Fair, but Toronto doesn't always have a slow start to the season. Not like this. It's different, man. We're getting dominated. Like, the Leafs would still turn it on during some game. Look at this, 2-on-1. Look, 2-on-1, just like that. Partial 2-on-1, right? Now we get back, but like, I'm just like, it's odd man rush after odd man rush right there. And when the Leafs are playing around like that, eventually they're just going to go in. Where's our odd man rushes against Montreal? They're not giving up anything, right? Oh, man, we're the terrible team this year. Leafs look lost. We're just not, Sam, like, we're not a good team. Got to stop. You got to just read it for what it is, man. You got to make an accurate observation. Easton Cowan does not take that shot, does not make that pass. Instead, goes back to, here comes Scott Laughton. What are you going to do, Laughton? See? Scott Laughton doesn't have the skill to tuck that home, man. So now you got, like, some big energy players that you're hoping can get some playoff-style goals. It's not the identity of our team, man. Matheson. Nice feed. Going to find Caulfield. Caulfield between the legs. Trying to make a move around Morgan Riley. Riley holding on for dear life right there. Caulfield again on it. Caulfield. Look, they can get their shots off whenever they want, man. They're so much faster. The Leafs are just holding on. Toronto's slow starts used to be the first 5 to 10 games. Right. And November for the Leafs always used to be the good month. October would be slow. Then they'd have the amazing November. They'd have an average December and January, and then they'd start to just turn it on towards the end of the year, make the playoffs, and lose in Game 7. It's over, man. It's over. Demidov trying to make a move right there. Hildeby forced into a save. Oh, there you go, Michelli. There you go, Michelli and Benoit. Get physical on them. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a number one defenseman, and the only way to get that is through the draft. Yep, Gandhi. I mean, we could use a Cale Makar without question. But even that, buddy, it's not enough. Like, this team, we don't just need players, we need to remove players, right? Like you can keep Riley and McCabe, but they need to be like your third and fourth defenseman. We need two guys better than both those guys. So we need to, like Benoit, McCabe, and Riley on the left, and then you need like 3 top-tier righty defensemen. Tanev is getting older and injury-prone. Fucking Carlo can't skate, can't make a pass. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson, you guys have heard me talk about what he's lefty playing on the right side. Like, the Leafs need 3 right-handed defensemen, man. And then you need a third-line center, and you need a first-line right winger. Like, it's great. And if Willie's the first-line right winger, then you need a second-line right winger. It's insane. And you need Austin Matthews to stay healthy. And at this point in his career, he's probably not going to ever be healthy again. You know what I mean? He'll be healthy in contract years, but everything else he'll load manage. Because Matthews has got one thing on his mind, his next contract. That's what he's done his entire time here in Toronto, man. Just working it so that he can get paid the absolute most. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what athletes do. But as a Leaf fan, we don't need that big, fat, inflated contract for a guy who doesn't even show up for half the games in the season and then disappears in the playoffs, right? It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? The worst thing to be in sports is a tweener team. Either just be bottom of the barrel and rebuild or go for a cup, man. You don't want to be in between. Our goaltending has been a mess this year, too. Last year, it was good. Well, last year, Isabella, we had Stoley and Wall, and they were always playing off one another, right? So if there's 3 games a week, one of those guys would play 2 of those games. And then the next week, another 3 games, the other guy would play 2. So you'd have a situation where over 2 weeks, Wall or Stolarz would only be playing 3 games. 3 games in 2 weeks. Now, this year, Stolarz had to be playing 3 games in 1 week as we got a fight kicking off. Oh, it's Arbor Jack Guy. Oh, shit, it's the new Jack Guy. Oh, God, Murmis. Oh, no, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there, Murmis. You're going to get your ass lit up. It's Florian Jack Guy. Oh, my God, Murmis. Oh, he tried. He's all bloody. Murmis is bleeding. Florian is going to get his ass. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Murmis, just get in there, buddy. Why does Dakota Murmis have to be the one fighting? Why does Dakota Murmis have to be the one fighting? Fucking Leafs are terrible. Terrible. Dakota Murmis has got to be thrown to the goddamn wolves because the guys who are actually getting paid something don't want to show up. Unbelievable. I hate that Dakota Murmis had to fight right there, man. Fucking joke. Florian connected every punch. Yep. Dakota Murmis had to fight. God, these Leaf players piss me off, dude. Piss me right off. Some AHLer's got to do it. Some AHLer's got to take on this huge Jack Guy, and he's just throwing bombs. Look at Jack Guy tucking, throwing uppercuts. The Murmis held his own. That uppercut, oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. The dad is loving it. The mom is scared shitless. Remember, that's her boy on the ice. She doesn't want to see him get hurt. And Arbor's like, yeah. Look at Florian Jack Guy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jordan A is sending me in Jerry's. Oh, for God's sake. All right, Jordan A, if this is going to get me canceled, you're banned, all right? I'm taking away your damn mod. Jerry Springer. What the fuck?
For the transsexual on the end, I don't know why, but why is your bulge in your pants bigger than your...
All right. Thank you. He's banned. He's banned. He's fucking banned. You're gone, Jordan A. You're gone, buddy. You're gone. You're banned. Bye-bye, mod. Trying to get me in trouble. Holy shit, man. Ridiculous. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, it can make us all laugh. Yeah, great. That's what I want. I want to be caught laughing. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a maniac. Johnny, imagine getting your ass beat by a 20-year-old. What do you mean? You mean a guy who's just newly in his prime? You do know that people who fight in wars, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, right? What, you think? Yeah, a big 20-year-old who it's his first NHL game. His parents are in the freaking stands. He's trying to make a name for himself. Oh, yeah, that's an easy take. Shut up. That guy would be a horse right there, man. Holy shit. I wouldn't want to fight a 20-year-old that's in his first NHL game. God. 20-year-old like we're in school playground. I know Dodo for Trey. The guy, 20-year-old that's been training to make the NHL for the last 8 years or some shit. Like, he's a tank. He's an athletic beast, man. Guy's skating around with equipment on all the time. Oh, he's 20. You got beat. You're a fucking loser. It's like, what are you talking about? They got nothing to lose. All right. Murmis sure did hold on, though. He took those like a champ. I know, but Dakota Murmis shouldn't have to do that. Fucking Leafs are terrible, man. Poor Dakota Murmis. Poor Dakota Murmis. He's like, all right, let's go. Murmis is playing for his contract as well. Murmis is trying to make a name for himself. Oh, my, that uppercut. That uppercut changed everything. Those uppercuts are brutal. Oh, my God. Does Lawton have balls or is just throwing cheap shots? Martin St. Louis is not happy. Oui. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Man, that mustache, Marty. This game has been shit, but I've loved how Cowan has played today. Well, you know what? In hindsight, and we're trying to take positives from this, it's actually a really good thing for Easton Cowan that the Leafs are this bad, because now he's not going to get scratched like Nick Robertson was last year every time he made a mistake, right? The Leafs are terrible. And so the Leafs are terrible, so you got to just play your young guns and give them this time to develop, right? So he's actually going to get some time. Are they pulling the goalie? We got a power play with 5:34 left, and you're pulling the goalie. It's over, Berube. Don't fucking do it. Don't. This game is over. This game has been over, man. There you go, Willie. Let's see the hustle now, my man. There you go. Flicks it down the ice, and the Montreal Canadiens get it 200 feet back the other way. All right. Let's see what we got here, Leaf fans. Riley leaves it there for... Michelli is on our first line power play. Oh, my God. He does make good passes sometimes, so we'll try it out. Yeah, there goes the extra attacker pulling the goalie. Willie, fuck that. I don't even want them to score. I don't want the stats to get padded, man. Oh, I had a good game, says William Nylander. Look at me, I got a goal. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. I don't care. Yeah, there you go, Willie. Celebrate like it means something. Just like when you celebrated after that overtime winner. It was a great goal, but what the fuck? The Leafs are terrible. Quick shot. That's going to beat Dobish. There you go, Willie. Way to go, man. The audacity from Willie, the celebration. Ghost penalty. Yeah, man. Martin St. Louis is going to be even more frustrated now with that penalty call, right? If he didn't like it when it got called, he's really not going to like it now that we got a goal on it. And it's a 2-goal game. I hate this, though. I hate this. Because casual Leaf fans are going to come here, look at the score, and be like, oh, we only lost 4-2. It's not bad. Right? Fuck, man. I didn't want the stats to be padded right there. It's the problem with the Leafs. Willie can score. Willie can get points. John Tavares can get points. Matt Knies will get points playing alongside of him. They're going to get their points, especially with Matthews out. They're going to get the puck. They're going to get their points, but they can't keep the puck out of the net. So, whatever. Remember 2017 when we were actually happy with a first-round exit? So much hope. Yeah, and then the window closed, man. Fucking, oh, my God. Babcock. And that made the players hate the city and hate the team so that they had to pay them more than Dubas. Oh, it's just one mistake after another. One mistake after another. 443, 442, 441, 440 left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, race time in 1 hour. I know, Ray. I know. I can't wait to watch Formula 1 tonight. Oh, it'll be so much better than watching these ass Toronto Maple Leafs. Holy crap, man. I think I'm the only Leaf fan that loves the wild card format. Are you still hoping that we make the playoffs? Are you crazy? I want us to miss the playoffs and be a bottom 5 team, man. I want a chance at the draft lottery. I want McKenna. I want Verhoff. Refs are literally neck deep kissing the Leafs' ass right now. Arbor slash so hard his stick flies in the air and nothing. Listen, you're going to win. Relax, all right? They got to try to make the Leaf fans feel better about themselves. The revenue matters. If the Leaf fans just give up on the season, the NHL is going to lose money. So they got to try to, it's a business decision. John, are you having a good time? Oh, hell yeah, Wolverine. I love watching these with you guys. Like I said, doesn't even matter. I want to see the Stanley Cup, so these games are inconsequential, win or loss. I like hanging out with the fans and just having a fun time. At least it was an exciting game here tonight. We didn't have a snoozer. Watching Montreal in that second period was fantastic. Those passes were awesome. John, don't you guys not even have a first this year? We don't. We have a first. We traded it to Boston, but it's top 5 protected. So if we get a top 5 pick, it will go to us. And then the 2028 first rounder goes to Boston. But if it's 6th or higher, then it goes to the Bruins. So I want the first. That's what I mean. I want to be a bottom 5 team and guarantee ourselves a top 5 pick, man. I want it. So we pulled our goalie this early, huh? Wow. Jesus. I wonder if they'll throw him back in there. Ooh, Michelli just saved a goal right there. Nice. Michelli. Drop feed. Going to find Ekman Larson over to Nylander. Nylander gets a pass through. I don't know how he got that one through. Michelli. There you go. What did I say about Michelli's passes? Nylander should have got a penalty there. Nylander totally should have got a penalty there. That was interference by Willie. The refs just let it go. Hab fans, I saw that. What Willie just did, that was interference. And Willie's on it now. William Nylander's going to play it down low behind the net. Here we go. Toronto is like that coworker you bully but feel bad about. Back to the point. Nylander's got it on the left side. 3 minutes left. Willie sends it through. No one there for it. Willie's going to be tired now. He's going to lose these puck battles. Yeah. And then there's going to be no back check from Willie. There you go. It's the long change as well. There you go. Or not the long change, but from the offensive zone, the long change. Not your defenseman. Morgan Riley. I'll just get this game over and done with. I don't even want to commentate it. Like, here I am, Morgan Riley. Freaking drop pass. There goes Scott Laughton to dump that puck. I don't even care. Why am I commentating these damn Toronto Maple Leafs, man? Shot down the ice. Puck be rolling. Puck be missing. Not an icing call. All right. Let's see. Morgan Riley, get that puck up the ice, Leafs. We got 2 minutes left. And what do you know? A breakout pass that goes nowhere. And back. There you go. You want to know why the Leafs suck this year? Puck behind our own net. Stretch feed. Interception. Back the other way. Empty netter goal. Woo! All right, I'm going to say it right now, Toronto. It's time to tank for McKenna. We're 20-something games into the season. It's not changing. Game 22, we have now not won a game in regulation over 8 games. And you guys think we're a cup contender? Just shut it down. Go for McKenna. Go for Verhoff. The Leafs are a bottom 5 team this year. Play all the young guns. Let them develop, all right, and see what you can do next year. It's over. 22 games in, I've not seen one dominant performance. It is over. John, you don't have a first-round pick. I just said it's protected. Dodo for Trey. God, Dodo for ears. Listen, you That Swedish top rookie apparently is insane. I'll take him too. Stenberg? What's his name? Stenberg or Bjork? One of the two. Forget which one. Trade Matthews. He's just a hole in the salary bucket. Yeah, that's another thing. Matthews. See, the thing about these damn players on our team, right? If you're going to take that kind of contract, then you have that level of responsibility. Matthews has a $13.5 or $13.25 million responsibility to the Toronto Maple Leafs. And what has he done the last 2 years? The fuck has he done? Absolutely nothing, man. I'd rather pay 13 players that make $1 million per year that money than give it all to one guy who doesn't even show up. I said it before, I'll say it again. The best ability is availability, and Austin gets an F in that freaking category, man. Johnny, we need Phil back. Phil would be a better player than Austin Matthews is right now. You know why? Because he wouldn't miss a game. Iron Man Phil. Iron Man hot dogs. There you go, Montreal. Just keep it in the corner. This is more exciting than anything the Leafs have done this year. $13 million for what? I don't know, man. Austin Matthews is Joel Embiid. Yep. Load management players, right? Load management players that know they're going to get paid, so they just fucking phone it in. Man, they're singing ole, ole, ole as the puck is in the we're getting olayed here on Saturday night. MLSE, is this a big enough wake-up call for you? Fucking trade away everybody. Ole, 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 ole. And you want to know something funny about these Montreal Canadiens? All their players making less than Tavares did, Nylander does, Matthews does, or Marner does. How is it a team that has all these better players than we have all be making less than our better Fucking ridiculous, man. Effing ridiculous. Johnny, you survived 2021. You'll be okay. That's true. I'm just going to have to chase that bag for the Montreal Canadiens now this year. Youngest team in the league too, Johnny. Yep, the Leafs are old and slow. John, it's fine. You guys are injured to fuck. Listen, a pile of cocks. We're not fine, all right? Not fine. There is no such thing as fine. Either you're good or you're bad. Fine is just a delayed bad, all right? All right? So shut up. 15 seconds. We're getting the boo birds out, and the fans are cheering for their Habs. There you go. Leaf fans, we are terrible, all right? It's the Gavin McKenna season. Just tank. Just call it. It's over. There's no... who is that? Dakota Joshua? What are you doing? Dakota Joshua, you freaking bum? Now you're going to throw something? Now that's fucking ridiculous. Get Dakota Joshua off the team. Dear God, man. Now you're going to throw some physicality out there? God, Arborjack guy's just laughing at you, Dakota. We lost 5-2. Stop it. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be a fucking Leaf fan right now. Arbor Jack guy would whoop Dakota Joshua's ass. Joshua, you had the whole fucking game to start something, and you wait till after where you know there's going to be no fight? Look at these Leafs. Look at these Leafs, man. Look at these Leafs. Pretend tough guys right now. Well, like, the fucking Dakota Mermis had to fight. Where were you when Mermis was fighting, Joshua? Where was the next shit? Fucking bum. Oh, I don't like Dakota Joshua anymore after I saw that. I don't like him after I saw that, man. That was fucking terrible. Post-game bullshit when you fucking know it's not. All right. So there you go, Leaf fans. Game is over. Allez, 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 Montreal. Oui, 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 oui. Les partisans sont des fous and les habitants gagnent 5-2. How do you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5-2. There you go. All right, 5-2. Holy shit. Samurai, you are banned. Whoever's Jordan A, ban this guy Samurai right now. All right, full on ban. Get him out of here. Fucking douchebag. Ban this bum. Yeah, don't worry. Jordan A will get on that. Thank you very much, Jordan A. All right, you get your mod back. You sent in a stupid video, but at least you were working well right there. The silent protector, the silent guardian. All right, yeah. All right, so I want to thank all you guys for showing up here tonight. Got Formula One in an hour. I got to edit these goofy ass highlights. All right, and we'll be back on Monday at 4 p.m. for our next GM Mode commentary live stream. So thank you for all showing up here tonight. On a side note, you're a bit of a douchebag for showing up just for games that I lose, but whatever. Entertainment's entertainment. I should just be happy and grateful that I got a fan base, even if they only want to show up when I am angry and the Leafs are losing. So thank you very much. You know what? Also, I'm going to throw this out there. All right? I need a new outro theme. I'm going to play you my outro theme right now, but this one's got to go because we ain't bringing it home. All right? It's not coming home. It's not coming home at all. So this is the last time you get this theme song. All right? And fan art for the new theme song, just send it in to us on our Discord. I need something funny. Something that makes us laugh at how shit these Toronto Maple Leafs are. All right? So thank you, everybody, for showing up. Take it easy. And I will see you all next time. The time for this piece of shit.
He's coming home. He's coming home.
No, he's not. Nothing's coming home. Might as well be a fucking century ago. We've never won in the third round, ever. Rain ain't washing away anything. Pain of yesterday, pain of today and tomorrow. There is no fucking kingdom. Can't fix shit!